little spooks.
Hey, I'm Kimberly.
And I'm Lexi. Welcome to the Guarded by Demons podcast where we discuss all things horror. I almost just choked on nothing. It's fine.
Are you good?
I'm okay.
Alright.
I think I just said it too fast, but it's fine. Anyway.
As long as you're okay.
I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm gonna take a sippy.
So it's the last day of March, and during March we basically highlighted a bunch of horror movies that had disabled characters. And some of them, those characters are played by able-bodied actors, or in some cases they are played by a disabled actor.
Yeah.
And today we are watching a Shudder exclusive, and it's called See For Me.
Yeah.
And it was released in 2021.
Yeah.
By the director is Randall, I think Okita? Watika?
Hold on, let me look.
Okita, yeah. So Randall Okita is a Japanese Canadian.
Nice.
And he's best known for his visual works in directing. And this movie actually shows it with some of its shots.
It's very chilly. It's fucking cold. All that snow.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't get any snow this year.
I know.
I'm so sad.
I know.
What kind of bullshit is this? Fuck. I hate it here. It's fine. It's fine. It's whatever. It's okay.
It's okay, dude. But yeah, this movie, we're gonna highlight the main protagonist.
Sophie.
She is visually impaired. She is blind.
Yeah. This was both of our first time seeing it, right?
Yes, this was both of our first time seeing it.
Yeah, but I looked at you. I was like, "Is the cat gonna be okay?"
Yeah.
And
Okay.
like,
So
I don't know.
The premise of this movie is that she's gonna go cat sit.
Of course.
That's like the gist of it. She's gonna go cat sit for a very rich woman
And do a little casual robbing.
Uh-huh.
Which I think is weird because her house looks like she's at least middle class. Unless I'm just misremembering shit.
Yeah.
We'll see.
They think it is. But yeah, there is a cat because she's gonna go cat sit.
His name is Archie. He's a good boy.
Yes, he is.
He's not shown enough.
No, he's not. That's my only complaint.
It shows up twice.
That's my only complaint.
Like
the cat is not shown enough.
The baby.
Like I said, if there was like an animal in a movie, I would like more of them.
I would like to see the baby.
Unless, they get killed.
Don't do that.
But if you plan on having them, alive throughout the whole entire movie, let me see more.
Give me the kitty. Give me the baby, please.
But other than that, yeah, let's get started with the movie.
Sweet.
So we get the sequence for the IFC Midnight Productions.
Yes.
And Telefilm
Canada. I almost said Canada.
Canada.
I hate myself. I can read, I swear. Just not very well.
Same.
Yeah, but you have a legitimate good reason.
I know.
I don't. I'm just dumb.
Okay, but that doesn't mean that I'm not also dumb. I might be blind, but sometimes I can be a little
Oh
dumb.
my god. That's how move.
So we get shots of Sophie putting on a ski mask. And then we are...
like ski goggles.
Yeah, ski goggles.
Ski mask, not like she's
Not ski
go
mask.
She used to be a skier.
Yeah.
But I think it was like, what, an accident that made her lose her eyesight? Right?
It was a migraine.
What?
It was a type of migraine that, made her lose her eyesight.
Damn, that fucking sucks, dude.
And we see that she has, like, little, safety pins. Like, bobby pins. Not bobby pins, safety pins.
Yeah, safety pins.
On her clothes.
So she can feel them.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we found out that this girl is in... Or, this actor, because they go by they, them, IRL, is in an anime with our very own Nate Wants to Battle, called Luck and Logic. But yeah, Sophie is currently packing for her cat-sitting job. that she did not tell her mother about.
Yeah, she quietly packed, and she's carefully
trying to leave.
Yeah, she's carefully trying to leave. So she's just trying to be quiet.
Yeah. Because she doesn't like asking for help at all. Which I can understand. For sure.
Yeah, so she's listening in, and she hears that her mom's hearing the same program that she was upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
And it's about her accident.
Is it?
No, oh wait, no, it's not about her accident. It's about, like, the last time she was able to compete.
I thought it might have been a live program, but maybe not. This house isn't too shabby at all.
It's not.
Oh my god, that fucking grandfather clock. Ugh! Stranger Things really did me in with that, dude.
I know, right? But yeah, she gets stopped by her mom.
Yeah.
Asking where she's going. She reluctantly tells her, like, it's a cat sitting gig.
Yeah. That her cab is gonna be there any second.
Her mom does ask her about, like, the suspicious amount of money that she's been having in her account.
Yeah.
And she insists on driving her to the location.
Yeah. Like, her mom legit just really wants to help.
Yeah. Her mom is a good mom.
Her mom is a very good mom.
Yeah, that's where she said that she saw her deposits.
$4,200. I was like, fuck. What are you doing?
I was like, God damn, what are you doing? Can I have that?
Give? She asks her if it's a sugar daddy or OnlyFans.
Which, like...
I mean, if she wants to do that.
Yeah, she can do that. I think her mom would be fine with it too, obviously. But yeah, she's like, no. Sophie is a real stubborn little bitch, honestly.
Yeah. There's... It kind of made... I understand that she's stubborn, but it kind of made me hard to like her because there's being stubborn and then there's just straight up being bitchy.
Yeah. But I did find an interview where the actor has, like, talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a reason why, because there's this is like her journey where she doesn't want to ask for help, obviously.
Yeah. Which I can definitely understand.
Yeah. Her mom's just being overprotective, asking if she still has everything before she, like, you know, gets in the cab. And she's like, yeah, I got everything.
Yeah. And again, her mom is just trying to help. She's not, like, being...
No, she's not being, like, overbearing or overprotective.
Yeah, she's not being pushy or anything.
No, she's not.
She's just looking out for her, you know, as a mom should.
Yeah.
And sure, she's probably, like, a little bit more cautious with her because she's blind, but, like, that's kind of a natural thing to do. Especially if it's a place that she's never been before.
What we find out is that it's been, like, 4 years since she's been skiing, so I think it's been 4 years since she's...
Yeah, I reckon it's, been 4 years since the accident.
Yeah. So that's what I think.
Yeah.
So honestly, that really does justify, like, her being so, like, stubborn that she just wants to still be, quote-unquote, normal.
Yeah, because she's still, like, 4 years sounds like a while to be, like, blind, but
it's so
it's
small,
not.
dude.
Yeah.
It's such a small amount of time. That's like high school years. That's such a small amount of time.
Yeah.
So you can see her point of view where she's being stubborn, that she still wants to do stuff, but also her mom's point of view where she's just being really careful.
Yeah. And again, you can be stubborn, but you don't have to be as rude about it, I guess, is what I'm trying to get around.
No, yeah, I get that.
But again, she's still trying to become independent in her own little way.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just there's ways to go about it, you know what I mean?
I know there's ways to go about it.
But I understand. It's fine. It's okay. What we learn, it's fine. Also, this intro is kind of reminiscent of The Shining to me.
Yeah.
I'm imagining they probably did that on purpose.
Probably, maybe. But I mean, again, the director is very known for his visual takes.
So is Stanley Kubrick.
Mm-hmm. So I actually really like that. And then we get... She's still in the cab, and her mom calls her.
She got worried because she hadn't called yet, but it's because she literally hasn't gotten to the place yet.
And she just asks if she's gonna be okay, and she tells her that she sent her an email
about an app that could really help her out. And Sophie, like, absolutely just fakes her losing signal just so she can hang up on her mom.
Yeah. And the cab driver, he's really sweet. He
offers his phone. You want to use this? And she's like, I'm good.
No, I'm good. I'm like, which honestly, I completely get.
Yeah. Yeah, this is very, like... I like this house, except for the big windows. But big houses always look so fucking difficult to take care of.
If you ever get, like, a big house, like, you're able to afford that, you're able to afford people cleaning it for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Unless you just want to clean it yourself, which I don't know why you would. But, I mean, I get some people just like to have something to do on the weekends, and if that's it, then knock yourself out. You will be busy from from dawn till dusk.
I mean, everyone sometimes just... I don't know if it's just, like, us, Hispanics by cleaning the house the whole entire fucking weekend. You know? After the whole entire week, we just clean the house over the weekend. So, Mom wake us up, like, it's Saturday or Sunday in the morning with loud-ass music, and we have to clean.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So Sophie gets to the house and the cab driver tries to help her, but she's just like, I can do it.
Yeah.
Just like point me to where the door is and I'll do it.
Yeah. So she doesn't like her mom helping her that much. She doesn't like obviously she doesn't like complete strangers helping her because she thinks they're just like pitying her. Mm-hmm. Which a lot of the times, yeah, and I'm sure you understand from that point of view.
Yeah.
And that's probably really fucking aggravating.
It really is.
It's just like they're people too. They've had this condition for a while, I'm sure. They got this. They're
good. So there's this scene. Well, fuck, what's her name again?
Deborah.
Yeah.
This kitty! Sorry.
Cat.
Little kitty.
So yeah, Deborah is basically telling Sophie like where everything is, and she offers to like show her where it is, like tell her where each room is and stuff like that.
Yeah, the kitchen, the bedrooms, literally everything.
Mm-hmm. But Sophie's just like, no, I can find it, like on her own.
Yeah.
And she asked her like, oh, what's the business trip for that Deborah's going on?
Yeah, like what it was the traveling for, business or pleasure? And she's like, pleasure. And she's celebrating getting a divorce, which good for you. If you know you're in a shitty situation,
or just they don't want to be in the marriage anymore.
Good for you.
Yeah. Good for you.
Also, for a rich person, this house is really nice.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of movies like this where there's like a rich person's house. There's like minimalist, black and white, no color or hardly any design. This house is really nice.
But Deborah seems like the kind of rich person who actually likes color.
Yeah, like the entrance here is blue in the background. It's very pretty.
Yeah, but it's also not just that. I mean, she also...
And the door is nice, too.
She also says that she didn't marry for money.
Yeah.
And honestly, if you, like, marry for money, you can tell.
Yeah.
You can definitely tell. Because your house would look awful.
Yeah. Also, you could marry for love, too, but if there's money in it, that is kind of a bonus, TBH, let's be real, because the benefits are nice.
The money is always the bonus.
But marry for love. Don't marry for anything else.
Yeah.
Don't marry for convenience. That fucking shit sucks and you'll end up so miserable. Oh, kitty. I hope the kitty don't get lost in here. That's probably why we didn't see him. He got lost.
That cat knows this place like the back of its paw.
Never know.
But yeah, Deborah has left on her little
trip.
Her
divorce vacation. Now, Sophie is video calling somebody named Cam. I'm assuming short for Cameron. And he's the only one she lets help her.
Mm-hmm. And he starts guiding her throughout the house.
Yeah. But yeah, we get to a point where a wine cellar, and there's a really nice bottle of wine. It's like a 1989 wine. And he looks it up for her. It's like, what, $4,500 or something like that? I don't remember now.
Around there.
Yeah. So we find out she's been taking these jobs and straight just robbing from people and like having him resell the stuff for her so she can have the extra money, and that's where it comes from.
Which honestly, I mean, I don't condone that, but like one bottle of wine that she takes.
Rich person.
It's also rich people.
Eat the rich. But Deborah seemed nice.
Yeah.
That's my problem. Also, she has a cat.
Well, it doesn't really matter because all of her clients could have probably seemed nice.
That's true. We don't know. We just know that this is a rich person.
Yeah. Am I condoning stealing? No.
No. Eat the rich.
But, like, she has a point. She's not gonna miss one bottle of fucking wine.
Yeah.
But,
Yep, 45 wine.
Yep.
Whew, that was a good fucking guess.
But Cam does not want anything to do with it anymore.
Yeah, he doesn't want to end up in jail.
Yeah.
But yeah, the last time they did this, she got $2,000, and then the time before that was like 3,500 or something like that.
Yeah, like the money is piling up pretty much.
Yeah, it is. Fuck, dude, you and I would be so good for a while.
Oh hell yeah. But yeah, she's just telling he's telling her to put it back.
Yeah.
She does get a little angry with him about it, and she doesn't put it back, but she tells him that she puts it back.
Yeah.
They have a little argument because he brings up skiing, and the fact that he could be like her partner, her visual aid for skiing.
Yeah. But again, she doesn't want that kind of help.
No. So
even she has her limits with Cam.
Yeah. But I understand
That's
why.
Fancy bedroom, bro. Look at all those cabinets. Oh my god, I have so many places to put my books.
But yeah, she's going through her email right now. And
voicemail? Email?
It's her email.
Email. Oh yeah, that's right. Duh.
It's a screen reader, it's reading.
Yeah. Well, it was in the one message was in her mom's voice though. One of the messages was in her mom's voice. So I thought it was a voicemail.
No, because her mom said that she sent was it a voicemail then?
Yeah, because I think her mom left her a voicemail as well. Because I think she probably might have called her when she got there. But she didn't pick up.
But yeah, that voicemail was her mom just telling her about the app See For Me.
Yeah, which provides visual aid. Also, Deborah is called...
And she mistakes it for Cam.
Yeah. She's calling to make sure she's got the alarm system enabled. Also, she getting ready to go smoke. Don't smoke, kids. It's bad for you.
It's very bad.
But when she goes to smoke, the door automatically locks behind her, and that is unfortunate. So we cut to this girl. She do be gaming and drinking them Red Bulls. She's got a fucking, not sponsored, she got an alien headset on.
Actually, no.
Oh, wait, no, we missed something. Haha, whoops. There was one girl
so
behind her.
So she basically reluctantly downloads the I was about to say Be My Eyes. No, See For Me. And the first woman, basically the first volunteer that she gets to help her out.
Maeve.
Yeah, is
talks to her like she's a child.
Yeah, pretty much. She basically is just babying her, and rightfully so, Sophie gets really angry, just hangs up.
Even I was like, bruh, she's an adult. She's literally getting ready to smoke a cigarette. What are you doing? She's
just like, you know what, I'm fine, thank you, and hangs up and tries again, and then she gets paired up with Kelly.
Yeah, Kelly's pretty great. Kelly's a gamer.
Mm-hmm.
She's got the alien headset. We're not sponsored by Alien. Nice gaming setup. Oh my god. I think they're playing like COD or something, but I'm not sure. It looks like COD.
Probably.
I don't know though, because nobody's being sexist in the lobby, so it's hard to tell.
You know you're right. But Kelly's phone starts to ring, and
it's the app.
And what I thought was cool was that she was able to connect her phone to her like monitor, and she was able to enlarge everything.
Yeah, which is pretty neat. TBH. I thought she was straight up like Twitch streaming, but no, she's just gaming. I thought she was a streamer. She got a nice setup for it though.
She does. They are able to help each other out after a little bit of
convincing.
Yeah. And Kelly is able to help
Get
Sophie find a door that she can push open.
Yeah.
But it's a little difficult for her.
Yeah, it's like one of those sliding doors, but you have to move it up and down, and like to the left so it can get unlatched and open.
But she's able to do it, and she is very proud of herself. But the alarm system was triggered.
Yeah.
So she has to run
and disable it. Oh yeah, the fucking sliding door was in a greenhouse.
Yes.
Damn, you got a fucking greenhouse attached to your house, dude. Also, though, that sounds like a pretty nice idea. You grow your own veggies and shit right there.
Yeah.
Shoot.
But yeah, with Kelly's help, she's able to
find the alarm system and disable it.
I like how Kelly's so proud.
Yeah, she did it. It definitely helps that they seem to be around the same age.
Mm-hmm.
And the last person that Sophie got a hold of was probably like someone a little older.
Yeah.
So she's gonna get babied by obviously an older person, let alone being blind.
Yeah.
But they disconnect from the call, and Kelly goes back to her gaming. I think probably.
Yeah, I think so. And Sophie saves her as a priority.
Yeah.
Contact.
Because, I mean, she's not going to baby her, so...
So she appreciates it.
So now Sophie is in bed, listening to a skiing thing where the person who's narrating is for people with visual impairment. I'd be so scared to try skiing without being able to see anything. Because if you fuck up, it can be bad.
Yeah. It can be very bad.
It's also nighttime now, and I know it's fucking dead quiet with that snow on the ground. Also, this room is so fucking comfy. For a rich person's house, this room is comfy looking.
Yeah. I like it a lot.
I do like this house quite a bit. Also, it's in the woods, though, so I'm like, it looks comfy, but at what cost?
Usually comfy houses like that are a little secluded.
Yeah. I mean, you would want them to be.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody get their hands on this. Fuck you. We're also in the woods. And there's some people sneaking around. Getting ready to break in. Because, of course, this is yet another home invasion movie.
Yes.
Naturally.
Naturally.
It's fine. It's fine. But say it now. Justice for Dave.
Justice for Dave.
We love Dave.
I still don't know. I'm still just like, still think he deserved it.
Yeah, but you and I were on the same page for him for a while.
Yeah.
Poor Dave.
Towards the end, though, like, end for him, he deserved it.
He was just going for a taser.
She gave him a fucking other option, and he didn't take it, so...
Of course not.
That's why I say he deserves it.
Whatever you say. No, it's fine. Still feel bad, though. He didn't sign up for that.
I mean, he even said that he didn't sign up for it.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like 3 people breaking in, and she can hear them. Because, obviously, her hearing is going to be enhanced.
Well, it's also very quiet, so it's hard to miss.
That, too! Especially in the wintertime.
Yeah.
Everything is amplified whenever you make a noise.
Mm-hmm.
Even though this is inside. If they were outside, they'd still be screwed because the snow would make everything so quiet, but it carries and at night, apparently at nighttime it carries the sound more.
Yeah.
I literally just saw a video about that the other day, and I thought it was really fascinating. I don't remember how it works, but if it's nighttime, the sound carries. Like, they even explained how it works, and I don't remember what it was. I have to look it up. Babe, you got peeps looking for something? A safe that casually holds $7 million in it.
Yeah.
Which is fucking gnarly, dude.
It's a lot of fucking money. Holy
That's
shit.
a whole lot of money, bro. How's she tracking the cat? Oh yeah, she put a collar on the cat that has like little trackers so she can figure out where he's at. He a good boy. He good kitty. He doing his best.
Which was really smart. Like, really good.
Yeah. Also, wow, okay, never mind. I lost track of stuff. But, yeah, she looking for the cat, but she also is able to hear these nerds trying to break into the safe.
Yeah, because they're being pretty loud, but
they think that nobody's home.
They don't think nobody's home.
Yeah. They think there's nobody there.
She struggles because she knocked over a vase and she's scared. And she's trying to find her phone, which she does, and...
She calls the police.
Well, she goes hide. She goes to hide
and calls the police.
Yeah, there's at least 2-3 people?
Yeah, it's 3. I think there's currently 2, but I think there might be another one somewhere. But I know there's 3 in total.
Yeah, there's 2 in the house and 1 outside.
Yeah. I guess keeping an eye on things.
Mm-hmm.
Probably. God help if you get caught doing what you're doing, you know.
But yeah, Sylvie's able to call 911, and then she hangs up because they're like, well, the cops will be there soon. And she said, like, well, what do I do? Because one of them is very close to the door.
Yeah.
That in the room that she's in. And the operator's like, oh, well, I'll stay on the line with you the whole entire time. And she's like, how is that supposed to help?
Yeah.
So she hangs up and calls Kelly on C for me.
Yeah.
And Kelly helps her out.
Yeah. Oh, she calls Cam first.
Well, she's goes to call Cam, but then she's like, no.
No. And then she calls Kelly.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Of course, he might be ignoring her too, though.
No, she was starting to call him, but she hung up.
Yeah.
And then the guys start to realize, like, someone else is in the house.
Yeah. She calls Kelly. And Kelly has a fresh box of pizza. Yeah, Kelly is now going to help Sophie with something.
Mm-hmm.
I guess this is to help her figure out how many there are. More than anything.
Well, how many there are, and to help her get into a safer place, because Sophie tells Kelly that one of them is really close by.
Yeah, like super close, like next to the door close.
Yep.
Quite literally. Which is fun.
She's not great.
Oh no, not at all. Also, they were able to disable. I forgot to mention this. They were able to disable the alarm on their way in through hacking on their phone, I guess, question mark? But he did it with his phone, so like, it is weird. It's fine. And the dudes are arguing because their boss, whoever that is, we don't know yet, told them that there was not going to be anybody there. So they're like, we should probably, like, Dave is like, we should probably leave. We're not supposed to be here if somebody else is here. And the other guy's like, no, he told us to keep drilling. So I'm like, okay.
Also, Sophie is very stubborn.
Yeah, she's trying to make a run for it. I'm like, dude.
But she stopped by the third person that's been outside.
Yeah. Doofus. She didn't fucking... That's why you gotta listen to fucking Kelly. At least a little bit, dude. She's trying to help.
She's caught by them, and one of them, Dave, is like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
Stop. Like, stop it.
They figure out who she is.
Yeah.
And basically they call their boss. One of them says, like, well, what's the point? She's already, like, seen us.
Yeah. And she's like, no, I haven't. I'm blind. And their boss asks to see her ID. And yeah, she's not lying.
Yep. And the boss over the phone reassures her that she isn't a key witness and that she's not gonna be, like, in trouble or anything.
Yeah.
Because she can't see them. She doesn't know how they look like.
Yeah. And also, like, she decides to help them get the money. And the way she proves it is by telling them to look in her bag, and they pull out that fucking $4,500 bottle of wine that she was gonna fucking resell.
Yeah, their boss likes that.
Their boss really likes that. He's like, I like the way you think, kid, basically. Like, He doesn't say that, but, like, you can kind of get the gist of it.
You do get the gist of it. And I think it's really... I like this.
It's a power move on her end.
It is.
I think, like, I don't know if she was actually trying to trick them into thinking that she was actually going to help. Because they decided to split it 50-50. I think, right? No, 5%. I remember now.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I'm like, it wouldn't surprise me if she really wanted that money, because $7 million is nothing to sneeze at.
No.
So the cop pulls in, and they tell her to get the cop out of there as quickly as possible, and tell the cop that it was, like, an accident, and that it was a mistake.
Well, the thing is, she calls back, tells them that it was a mistake, but the
yes,
operator tells her that, like, oh, an officer is still gonna be going over there to check everything out because that's protocol. They're supposed to go and check anyway.
Yeah.
To make sure that she's safe.
Yeah. Right.
And she does. The officer does go. She checks everything, and everything's pretty fine. Yeah. Everything's okay.
I trust this cop.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
I love the cop.
This cop's good. We like her. 10 out of 10.
But as she goes out, we find out over the radio that Kelly called in.
Oh, yeah.
Because she was worried about Sophie after the
call got disconnected.
Yeah. And the officer asks...
Even before that, though, the officer is, like... She looks through the house first.
She does. And
then
before...
gets the call over the... Like, before even getting
the call, she is, like, suspicious, and she leans forward, and she's, like...
She whispers.
She's like, hey, if they are still in here, like, are you sure that there wasn't anybody in here?
That you don't have an actual, like, reason to lie, like, if you're in danger, stuff like that.
Yeah, because, like, she's telling her, hey, if there are people in here, just, like, give me a sign. And,
Sophie's like, nope.
Like, no one's here. And the officer gets a call on the radio.
Yeah, and Sophie's thing is, like, Sophie's excuse to telling them, like, that it's a false alarm was that she forgot she left the TV on, and she heard, like, men on a television.
Yeah.
And it scared her. Which definitely would make sense, especially if you're blind and you're in an unfamiliar place.
Exactly.
But the cop is not falling for that.
No, the cop is not falling for it.
Because she's smart. She's smarticle.
She is very smart. But she gets the call on the radio from dispatch because Kelly called in. And they said, like, she asked to get a description. And I think he gave the subscription. Description.
Subscribe to our YouTube, guys.
Yeah. She gave the description of the 2 or 3 men that she was able to see on the phone before it was able to, like, disconnect. But the officer was like, no, I need the description of the person who was calling.
Sweet.
And they said that it was a blind girl.
Yeah.
And immediately she comes back into the house.
Yeah, they gave her name too. Like, her name is Sophie. I'm like, oh.
Well, that's unfortunate.
That is very unfortunate.
One of them does come out and be like, yeah, it's just me.
It's just me. He gives himself up.
Yeah, he gives himself up. He's like, it's just me, no one else is here. But she doesn't believe him, and she asks Sophie, like, how many more are there?
Yeah, and she calls for backup too.
Yeah. And Sophie's like, I don't know. She's still trying.
No, she says there's 2 more.
Oh.
She immediately fucking is like, nope, there's 2.
That's a mood, though.
This cop shoots one of them. He takes it like it's nothing, basically.
They're able to fight the gun off of her.
Yeah.
Well, it slides across the room because it,
gets kicked out of her hand, basically.
Yeah.
Or knocked out of it, whatever. But then they fucking strangle her to death. One of them does. And poor Dave is like having a cow.
Yeah. Because again, he did not sign up for this.
He did not. He just wanted some money, man.
He just wanted the money and to leave. But after the whole entire thing, everyone's like, where's Sophie? Where's the girl? She has a fucking gun.
Yeah.
The blind girl has a gun. And I have fun facts about this shit.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Fun.
But yeah, we get back to Sophie and she's fucking running, I guess, to hide somewhere, I think. And she immediately calls Kelly back.
Yeah.
And one of the guys is telling the whole group, they're like, if you guys didn't come out and if she didn't say, like, oh, there's 2 more, I could have just gotten some few years in jail and that was it.
6 months.
Yeah.
As a misdemeanor.
Yep. That was it, but no.
Gotta go kill a cop. That's automatic. I don't know how many years that is, actually.
I don't know either.
A bit.
It's a bit.
Also, you're just killing somebody, let alone somebody of law enforcement.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure killing a cop.
And poor Kelly's, like, pacing the room, waiting for Sophie to come back.
She's panicking.
Yeah. They're both panicking.
I mean, Kelly's especially panicking because she sees Sophie has a gun.
She got a fucking gun. And Sophie's still being stubborn. Because Kelly's telling her not to go outside, and what does she do?
Goes outside.
It's like, please. Please listen. Please. She's trying to help. And you being stubborn is not going to help you at all right now. Especially if you got people chasing after you.
Exactly.
3 people. 3 big dudes as well. Well, at least 2. I don't know about Dave. I don't think Dave is.
Well, Dave is a big person, but as, like, teddy bear wise.
Yeah. Big teddy bear Dave. Bet he gives great hugs.
Yes.
Okay, no, it's just one person chasing after her. But still. he's got advantages. Like, firstly, she's leaving a trail in the snow. Secondly, he's bigger than her. And thirdly, she's blind. Like,
yeah. But Sophie
is back in the house?
Sophie is back in the house, and she...
Oh, greenhouse even.
Yeah. She gives in, and she lets Kelly help her.
Finally. Please. She's just trying to... Ow. She trips over a fucking flower pot. That must have hurt.
I know. And they hear that.
Yeah. One of the dudes... Excuse me. One of the dudes here. I love how we only know Dave's name. Because I
wasn't paying attention!
Yeah, we only know Dave because we were like, we like this guy.
Yeah.
We want to remember him. We like Dave.
We really like Dave.
Dave is nice. You know, for a robber.
Mm-hmm.
For someone completely robbing you of... Well, it's not even her. Like, just robbing in general.
But yeah, Kelly is guiding her.
To pick up the gun. Because she dropped it. But it's
and
fine.
they're still drilling.
Yeah, Dave's still drilling. Dave's just the breaking and entering kind of guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's literally doing the breaking and entering. He's not doing the breaking, entering, and then killing. You know? But it's fine. Also, one of the dudes has a fucking axe.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, he's got an axe.
Holy shit, dude.
You go ham. Also, that's not gonna win in a gunfight, though.
No.
She might be blind, but she's got a Kelly.
She's got a Kelly!
Yeah.
Every blind person, find yourself a Kelly.
Yeah. And also, I kind of like, I don't know if it was intentional, they kind of set it up for Kelly like it looks like a fucking first-person shooter.
Yeah.
Which I kind of like, honestly. I think that's fun. In a weird way. In a weird, twisted way. But, you know.
Like, I don't know if that was intentional. But yeah, this is where Kelly guides her to actually fucking shoot one of them.
Yeah.
Because they're right in front of her.
Yep.
And understandably, she does hesitate.
Yeah. I was like, don't fire! He's got a fucking weapon. He got a knife. One of them's got a knife and the other's got an axe.
Like, look, both you and Kelly were just like, shoot him!
Do it!
But, I mean...
I understand, though, because, like...
Understandably so. She
But it's self-defense at this point, like...
Oh, yeah, definitely. It is self-defense, 100%.
Who the fuck's gonna believe that a blind girl shot them, though?
Exactly.
She's fine. She's got this. Yeah, Kelly finally tells her that she's got a knife. To be fair, though, Kelly couldn't see because he's shining a fucking flashlight directly at her.
Mm-hmm.
There's a huge, bright shine. She fucking shoots that bastard.
And the other dude that was outside
with the
runs
axe.
back in because
He's
he
like,
hears
uh-oh.
the gun.
And Dave is none the wiser because the drill's really loud.
Yeah, and he also has, like, noise-canceling, like,
Headphones
on.
Yeah. Also, Sophie was smart and did not drop the gun.
Yes. At first, we thought she kind of did.
Yeah, we were like, no!
Please don't. But no, he did.
Can't do this shit again.
But no. Unlike Hush,
she stays strapped.
Yeah.
She stays absolutely strapped.
She fucking does.
She's already doing much better than fucking Maddie. Like, because Maddie drops all of her weapons. I'm like, what are you doing? And you can see. Also, the greenhouse in this lighting kind of reminds me of something from Resident Evil, and I don't know why.
It reminds me of the original Resident Evil.
The plants.
Yeah.
Gross.
It's the plants. And also, Resident Evil 7.
Ew.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a
I
throw
know.
up. I'm a throw up. I'm gonna do it.
You're like, I prefer the mansion. I don't want to go with the swamp.
The swamp's just got too many bugs.
I know.
Even without Marguerite being bugged up.
Exactly. But Sophie, I think at this point she's like in the same room that she was in.
Yeah.
Downstairs.
Yeah.
She fucking goes ham on this next dude.
Yeah, she fucking does. I think she shoots him like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
1.
I think she goes into a room and she backs up.
Yeah.
And she just fucking unloads.
Yep.
She just unloads on him
there.
at the doorway though.
But she hit him once already.
Yeah, she hit him once.
Also, we got a little Here's Johnny thing. Even though he doesn't say it, we all know what we were thinking.
It's true.
Also,
she's in the wine room.
Yeah, she's in the wine cellar. She slips on a fucking bottle, which fucking sucks. And he's swinging an axe at her. That's 2.
And she just fucking
3,
fires.
4, 5, 6. Shit.
I love that. Also, the lighting with the lamp, like, swinging. Oh.
Shows the spray of the blood as well, which I think is a nice touch.
It's so good. I love that. But yeah, she's like, you did it.
You did it. Kelly, how do you feel in being involved with a murder? It's self-defense?
I'm pretty sure she doesn't know how to feel. Because she just fucking signed up for this app.
6 shots in a dude doesn't seem like self-defense. But she's blind, so it's
exactly.
fine.
It's self-defense. She's blind no matter how many fucking bullets there are in it. But this is where we have a little moment. And it's funny because Sophie tells Kelly
that she is fucking breathing because Kelly's telling her to breathe.
Yeah.
She's like, no, you're not. Breathe through your nose and out through your mouth.
It's so good.
Yeah. They learn about each other a little bit here.
They do.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sophie's phone starts fucking dying.
Oh, yeah. This is where it starts dying.
Yeah. It's at 10% now. And then it starts dying rapidly, and I'm like, I know damn well she got an Apple phone.
Well, if it starts dying rapidly, most phones do that. When it's at, 15%, it starts dying rapidly.
Yeah, but this fast?
Yeah, sometimes it fucking happens.
Damn. That was my phone.
My phone doesn't do that, though.
No. Guys, get yourself an Android. We're not sponsored.
We're not sponsored. If we were, goddamn.
We'd be rich.
Yeah.
But we learn that Kelly is in the army, but she is off duty.
That she was in the army.
Yeah. I think she's, being punished for something, but I don't think she really elaborates.
And there's the whole thing with Sophie wanting to ski again.
Yeah. But she also admits to Kelly that she was working with them.
Oh, yeah.
And would keep the cops off them if they gave her an equal share. And she feels guilty about getting the cop killed. Yeah, we didn't really get to learn more about Kelly, about why she's being quote-unquote punished. For being off duty is her punishment.
Mm-hmm.
We don't really learn why.
Honestly, I think that's fine.
Yeah. I am curious, though, admittedly.
Same. But I think that's pretty fine, though, to, not know. The fact that Dave is still drilling.
That's a thick save, man.
It's to the point where, it's done, and he calls out to the guys, but...
We're in. Nobody's there.
Nobody's there.
Man, Guy, your 2 buddies are fucking dead.
They're dead.
Sorry, Dave. Justice for Dave. Poor Dave. He didn't sign up for this.
No.
Yeah, see, that was 5% now on her phone. That was fast. That was 2 minutes max.
Yeah. Honestly, it could be an iPhone. Who knows?
I think it probably is. There's no way it's an Android. So now Dave is trying to crack the safe open. Oh, it was to put a camera in there and, be able to see where he's supposed to unlock the safe. Because I'm assuming the safe probably has an alarm system and it doesn't want it to go off.
Yeah.
That's really smart. It's like lockpicking is what he's doing. Because there's a little wire with a camera on it. And now Sophie's gonna try to fuck him up.
Well, the thing is, Kelly's telling her to.
Yeah.
And honestly, she didn't have to.
No.
Sure, she doesn't have to because he's not, a
threat
right now.
No. Honestly, I don't think he goes fully, as a threat later on. Because he's, just scared for the most part, I think.
Well, I know he's just scared. He just wants the money, which, rightfully so.
Yeah. We all want some money, dude. It's fine.
Yeah. But the thing is, it's I know that Sophie's blind, but she didn't want to take chances, and Dave does reach down to get the taser.
Yeah.
I know you said, she didn't know that she's blind, and I'm like, well, yeah, but still, he was gonna be a threat, though.
Yeah. That's permanent as killing somebody, though.
Yeah.
Poor Dave. He even tells her that she can have all the money.
He just wants his share.
Yeah.
But yeah, the phone dies, though.
Yeah, the phone dies right then and there. F.
But after she basically shoots Dave, after he was just getting down on his knees, gonna get the taser from what we saw. But after she shoots him, she grabs his phone that's in his pocket because it starts ringing, and it's their boss.
Yeah.
And he's like, is it done? And she's like, yeah.
Also, we find out that the guy behind all this is Deborah's ex-husband. Because he doesn't want her to have any of the money.
Yeah.
In the divorce. Which I'm like, fuck you, firstly. You're gonna rob her of every fucking thing? Fuck you.
Secondly, he says that she didn't even know about it.
No. Honestly, she could still take a couple of stacks and she'd be fine.
Oh, yeah.
I bet Debbie would have, Debbie would have probably rewarded her for killing them.
Who knows?
Who knows?
But the dude is here.
Fun. It's Boss Man. Oh yeah, we don't find out that he's the divorcee over the phone. We find out IRL.
Yeah, because he says it.
Yeah.
And she goes to run off.
Yeah.
And we found out here that he is the ex-husband. That he planned all this. That Deborah doesn't even know that the money was even there.
He also promises her $2 million.
Mm-hmm.
Which is nutty. That's a lot.
Yep.
$2 million would solve so many of my problems right now.
Oh, yes.
She gets the brilliant idea to go down to the breaker and turn all the fucking lights out.
Yes.
Because now she has an advantage, because she's used to this already.
So this is the same thing that they did with Don't Breathe, but I feel like this is better.
The turns have tabled because the victim is actually the one in charge here.
Yeah.
She's
and then there's moments that I really like.
Sorry, something poked my side.
Oh, are you okay?
I'm good. It felt weird.
There's moments in this where Sophie uses sound to her advantage because she throws something to distract him.
I don't remember what it was though. I can't remember.
I can't remember.
I guess we'll see here in a second though.
Yeah, but see, that's what I liked, and that's what I wish we had in Don't Breathe.
Mm-hmm.
More of that.
More of that.
Because I'm like there.
But also, Don't Breathe. That's right. I almost got Hush and Don't Breathe all mixed up together.
It's okay.
Happens. But yeah, I know what you mean. Because that old man was blind as fuck.
Yeah, but like this is the reverse situation.
Yeah.
But like, if they just did that throughout the movie, even before there was like the blind thing. Mm-hmm. Oh no, she remembered about the cups that she touched earlier when she walked by them in the kitchen. When Cam was showing her around the house, she drops it.
Ah.
And it makes noise.
Nice. She yeets that shit. This is what you do in a game of Far Cry. Except it's rocks. Sometimes soda cans. Sometimes a grenade.
Sometimes.
I mean what?
But yeah. She's able... What is she able to do? No.
She got shot in the thigh.
Yeah, she gets shot in the thigh.
What's with these girls getting shot in the thigh?
I don't know.
You can bleed out so easy.
I'm like, do you think I know? I don't know.
Why the thigh? Hello?
I don't know why they choose that. But yeah, that's it. She started to bleed.
She's bleeding. But it's okay.
But it is fine. Because there's a point where she's almost being fucking choked out by him.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a point where she's almost being choked out by him. And she's able to fight him off.
She gets a fucking wine bottle.
Yeah.
Is it the wine bottle?
I think it is the wine bottle that she was gonna steal. And
she fucking goes ham on him.
Dude! It's so satisfying though.
Yeah, she does run out of bullets before that though.
Oh yeah.
And then he tackles her, I believe.
Yes, because she has no way of defense.
She's a fucking threat. Honestly, she definitely could have also taken the butt of that gun and beat him over the head with it too. But a wine bottle is probably a lot more durable.
Yeah.
But not so durable though, because she keeps beating his face in with it to the point it fucking breaks. And still keeps going. And the red lights it's like emergency lights are all flashing. And like she is more and more bloody each time they flash back on.
I think that's really cool.
It's not rapid or anything. It's
no.
It's a soft strobe.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It just goes like in and out.
Yeah, the bottle breaks and she has killed this man.
She has basically killed
she killed four men.
4 men.
Good on you. Good for you. Goddamn.
And then we get, I think, like, what, the next day, a week? I don't know, but it's when she's finally, like...
It's not going to be the next week because she's been shot in the thigh.
I don't know. But it's, when she's finally out of the hospital.
Yeah. We cut to her on the slopes.
Oh, well, she's talking to her mom about it.
Is she? Oh, yeah, they take her, she takes her out of the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
That's right, I forgot.
Because after this incident, she wakes up.
And she's finally letting her mom help her.
Because her mom at first is like guiding her with the wheelchair. Because she hasn't been able to walk for a while.
Yeah.
And she stops and tells her mom, like, actually, can you guide me? Like, can you
push my wheelchair?
Yeah, can you push my wheelchair? And she asks for her backpack too. And she tells her, like, I want to go back into skiing with the Paralympics.
Yeah.
That she signed up for it, and she needs to go back into training when she's finally able to, like, walk again. And her mom's, like, really proud of her.
Also, she's quitting smoking because it's bad for her training. Yep. Which is understandable. You're up on the slopes, you can get lightheaded depending on how high you are. Woo!
Yep. And her mom is telling her that she needs to buy new gear because her gear is 4 years old, which is why we said earlier we think that she's only...
Yeah, almost 4 years old now, yeah.
Yeah. That she's lost her
she's
sight
for
for almost 4 years.
Yeah, she's got to be like 20 or 21, I think.
Yeah. And she smiles while holding her backpack.
Wait,
so that...
She said something about getting a tip. Hold on.
And that indicates that she still took some of the money from the safe.
Unless Debbie gave it to her.
Nope.
No?
Nope. It is indicated that she still took the money from the safe.
Whoops. Because I didn't catch that before. Figure out how to cover the training costs. Didn't get a tip this time. Huh? Yeah, no, she definitely. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she did.
Yep. And we think that's the end.
We think that's the end.
We think that's the end, but it...
We're not gonna go credits. But no.
No, you get a phone call.
From Kelly! It's nice to see that they're friends. I like it.
I like that so much.
The view is really nice, too.
Mm-hmm. Kelly is rightfully so concerned, though, because she's like...
It's not a beginner hill.
Yeah, it's not a beginner hill, and you don't... She's like, you don't have to do this if you don't want to.
Yeah. Also, she's got her phone, like, on a lanyard around her neck, so Kelly can watch her ski, which I think is nice.
And we go to meet Cam.
Yeah, Cam is here. What's up, dude? I'm glad that they're still friends.
I love it. Yeah. I love it.
He's gonna be her guide.
Yep.
To go skiing.
And she's ready. She
ready to go.
She ready to go. She puts on her goggles.
I know your face is so cold after that.
Oh, yeah.
Woo! Chilly.
And she sets off.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that so much for her.
Yeah. She sets off, and it's the end of the movie. Cut the credits. Bam. Sweet. Let me see here. What? Wow.
So what are you rating this?
What am I rating this? I gave it a 3.7. Because it's again, Home Invasion's just not my flavor, but it was still pretty good. Not my favorite, but not the worst thing I've seen.
I honestly give it a 5.
You give it a 5?
I give it a 5.
Nice.
Personal reasons, I give it a 5.
Understand.
Yeah.
Oh my god, they actually have a credit for Archie.
They do. I didn't see that.
His name's Bentley in real life.
That's so cute.
I love that they put it because they have it in order of appearance, and he's the last one to appear. His name is Archie, and his real name is Bentley the cat.
Aww.
I like that they included him in the cast.
That's love
cute.
That.
Aw, bless the good baby. Yeah, we didn't see him enough though.
Yeah, we didn't.
The baby, he's a good baby.
Which sucks.
We love Kitty. What the fuck, bruh? But yeah, and that is C for me.
That's the movie.
Give me your fun facts. I want to consume them.
Oh my god. So the box office for this movie was 51,128 domestically. 674,734 internationally, for a total of 725,952 worldwide.
That's from what? And the budget for this was what?
I could not find the budget anywhere.
You couldn't find the budget? Damn, that sucks.
I could not find the budget, but I found the box office, and that's what I got.
Weird.
Yeah. Usually I'm able to find that pretty quickly, but I could not find it for some reason.
Damn. Alright.
So, the film was shot in 2020. With production temporarily interrupted by COVID-19 pandemic in Canada.
Of course.
It was screened for distributors at the 2020 American Film Market before having its public premiere at the 2021 Tribeca Film Festival on June 10th, 2021.
Nice.
And then it was officially distributed in theaters in Canada and was available to stream on Shudder January 7th, 2022.
Hashtag not sponsored. But Shudder, if you want to sponsor us.
Shudder, if you want to sponsor us, please do. Do I feel a little special that this movie came out on my birthday? Yeah.
Get you all giggly and shit.
Yeah.
You're cute, dude. It's cute.
So the filmmakers actually sought to cast a blind or visually impaired actor in the role of Sophie, resulting in the casting process taking several years.
Damn.
Yeah. So the character Sophie has her condition is retinitis pigmentosa, and it's RP for short. It is a genetic disorder that the eyes that causes loss of vision. Symptoms include trouble seeing at night and decreasing peripheral vision, side and upper or lower visual field. Peripheral vision worsens, and people may experience what is most commonly called tunnel vision. Complete blindness is uncommon, but onset symptoms is generally gradual and often begins in childhood. So, like their character, Skylar Davenport, who is the actor who played Sophie.
They go by they, them, IRL.
Yes. They are legally blind in real life. Like we said before, Davenport also identifies as non-binary.
Yeah.
And Skylar is visually impaired following a stroke caused by hemiplegic migraine back in 2012.
Damn.
Yes. So just like her character, she was able to see.
Yeah.
But because of that stroke caused by the migraine, that made her become visually impaired.
Oh. God, that must have really sucked. Imagine having that bad of a migraine. God.
What I found out was that a hemiplegic migraine is basically what causes half your body to paralyze.
Oh shit, dude.
Yeah.
That sounds awful.
Yeah. So when I looked this up, I was like, hold up. It sounds just like Bell's palsy, which is what I had a couple weeks ago. And that's why my doctors were very, very, very
concerned.
Yeah, concerned about everything.
Yeah, especially since you're already visually impaired.
Yeah.
Whew.
That's why whenever they took me back and everything, they were triple checking my eyes.
Yeah.
The whole entire time.
Yeah. I'm glad that you had a good experience at that hospital, though.
Yeah.
They were all really nice. I told you they were going to be really nice down here.
Yeah.
Your face is numb because you haven't lost any weight. Can you imagine?
Yeah, that's all my doctors have been saying.
I would have fist fought the doctors for you.
Same. Been letting you. But also this actor, you actually might know them. They are well known for voice acting.
Yeah.
So they're best known for the voice acting for voicing characters in anime and video games such as Luck and Logic, Berserk, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Welcome to Demon School, Pokemon, Final Fantasy, and that's just to like name a few that she's been in.
Do you know who they are in Pokemon?
I do not.
That's okay. But
you can look them up on Wikipedia though.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really cool. There's hardly any fun facts for this movie.
That's, very strange. I think this is the first time I've seen you have a hard time finding some fun facts.
The only fun fact I could find was that the actor who plays Sophie is also just legally blind.
Yeah.
That is the only thing that I could find.
Yeah.
But everything else that I looked up and everything, that is all like Wikipedia. That is all Wikipedia.
Thanks, Wikipedia. Excuse me.
But I do have an interview with Gay City News that Skylar did for C for Me, discussing her role.
Mm-hmm.
And this interviewer asked...
Daryl. Daryl. You said her.
Oh, fuck, yeah.
It's okay. You got this. It's okay. We're trying. It's a little difficult when the character identifies as she.
Yeah.
It's fine. If you mess up, we know what you mean.
Yes. So Davenport does refer to their character as she.
Yeah.
So the interviewer asks, You work mostly in voice acting, and this is your first on-screen leading role.
Yeah, I noticed the beginning credits saying introducing Skyline Davenport.
Yeah, so this is their very first on-screen role.
They did great. They also, in some lighting, kind of look like Anya Taylor-Joy. A little bit.
A little bit.
It's like the facial shape and the hair.
A little bit, but you know who else she kind of reminded me of? Kiernan Shipka. She's the actress who plays Sabrina in The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina.
Gotcha.
She kind of looks like her, and I was like, okay. But yes, the interviewer asked them, you work mostly in voice acting. This is your first on-screen leading role. Can you discuss your decision to make this film and what appealed to you about it? And this is their answer. So I moved to LA due to on-camera work, It wasn't an out-of-the-blue decision. I had an audition and had a callback, and then I just got it. They said that when they read the script, that they initially loved that she kind of joins the criminals. They have a little joke where it's like, I did not see that coming. And I love that.
Oh my god.
Love it!
You just like making blind jokes.
I do. They also go on to say that I feel like people don't think of an action thriller and assume that the lead would be disabled. I like that, and I like that the filmmakers made her so human in her decisions. It was survivalist, which is what a lot of people would do, and that was really cool. And then the interviewer also asks, Sophie... oh, wait, no. Oh, yeah. So Sophie's mother is both an advocate and an obstacle for her. Sophie reluctantly gets assistance from Kelly, and often has to place trust in others. How did you develop an element for her character? She first really wants to be independent, but does need help. And Davenport answered, one of the things about her when we did the table read was that she went from being hard-headed to feeling that vulnerable side where she cracks and gives in to asking for help.
Yeah. And there's never anything wrong for asking for help.
No. There's never anything wrong with it.
Never.
But they go on.
Especially if it's something like this, where in some situations you'll definitely need it at some point.
Yeah. So they go on to say that in my personal experience, when I lost my eyesight, it was the opposite. I was reluctantly asking for help, but it didn't come from a place of, let me do this myself. It came from a guilty place. I had lost my job and I had lost my relationship. I couldn't drive all of a sudden, and I had lost basically everything. It was more depressive guilt, whereas Sophie is trying to maintain the persona and life that she had before her vision loss. She wanted to think that nothing had changed, and it was fun to explore that because it was very different from what I went through. I love that because she was a skier prior to her vision loss. I like that she never really loses the drive and desire to go back to that career.
Yeah.
She's still focused on something she had before she lost her sight. And a lot of people change or adjust to certain dreams because something happens, and I don't think it's always necessary. So the interviewer also asks, Sophie is amoral, wanting to steal and resell expensive wine, and decides to help the burglars. I think she wasn't good. Oh no, I like that she wasn't a goody two-shoes or inspirational, but viewers do root for her. What do you think about her character? And this is Davenport's response. It's weird. It is. I can't quite hate you, but I'm not sure if I like you either. In the back of my mind, as she has those harsher moments, I try to find something that will make people not necessarily like you, but at least empathize with you. You don't want to be angry all the time because that's not interesting to watch. I went with a more person that people could understand and maybe empathize with, but not necessarily agree with. She's not bad, she's just troubled. And then the interviewer goes on to ask, can you talk about the shooting, the action scenes, and handling the film for gunplay? And then they go on to say they had to untrain me.
Oh, okay.
I had to do extensive firearm training, which I had actually already had, and they were like, we're gonna have to make you look like you are not a professional police officer because Sophie has never held a gun before.
Yeah. Wonder where or why she learned the police officer. What?
I don't know.
I want to know more about that, honestly.
So those scenes were super fun to film because you get to play around with the action, and they were intense. And a film gun is a little different than a real one. I did my original firearm training with actual rifles. Film guns have a little recoil, but a real gun has more of a kick to it. Some of it is acting, some of it is actual. It's still dangerous.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Just gotta be careful. Gotta be real careful.
So that's all I have for the interview.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That's all your fun facts and stuff.
Well, yeah, that's all my fun facts and stuff.
Damn.
But
That's very strange that they were very low key about it, but that's okay.
Oh yeah. Oh, also they asked them. Sorry.
You're okay.
They.
I don't care. You think I care? This gives me more information, dude.
Yeah. So they asked them, you identify as non-binary and often find folks are cast because of their identity. Did you encounter this with your role? And they reply, when they cast me in this, they had no idea how I identified. After I was cast, my manager gave them the heads up, and they were amazing about it.
Aw.
It was the first time in my life when people made effort to acknowledge it, and they didn't know about my being non-binary because I didn't say anything.
Bless.
I love that for them. I love that for them so much.
Good shit on the cat for like the crew itself for just like going above and beyond to really just make an effort.
Mm-hmm.
It's not because it's not hard to do pronouns correctly.
No, it's not. It's not at all.
You might mess up a couple of times because you're still trying to get used to it, but it's not hard.
Yeah, it's not hard at all. It's great, and I love it.
Yeah, good for them.
So throughout the film, we get this app that's called See For Me. And there was a few times where I almost said Be My Eyes because there is an actual app that helps the visually impaired and blind navigate their daily life, and it's called Be My Eyes, and I use it sometimes.
If I'm not with you, anyway.
Yeah, I use it a lot when I go grocery shopping by myself.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's fine. It's okay. Because like I would go up to like a worker or something, but they're always so busy taking online orders and stuff like that. Yeah. I don't really want to bother them, and I don't really want to talk to a stranger, which is weird because basically I'm still talking to a stranger over the phone.
But that's their job.
I know it's their job. Well, it's not even their job. They volunteer.
You know what I mean.
But like, it's what they do because they want to help people.
Yeah.
Like there's an actual app, and I've had this app, I think since high school.
Dang.
Yeah, I've had this app since high school, and basically it connects you remotely. It's always remote. It has to be someone that's in your area.
Gotcha.
So that's why it uses your location.
Have you used it since you've been over here at all?
Yeah, I said that I use it when I'm grocery shopping sometimes by myself.
Oh. I swear I caught that. It's 3 a.m, okay?
I know, it's fine. But I knew this movie would be super duper personal for me.
Yeah.
This was like right when I had not seen this. This was my first time seeing it.
Yeah, this was both of our first time seeing it.
And I knew right away that this would be very personal just from like the synopsis.
Yeah.
Of a basically blind girl using an app that basically allows her to connect to someone where she can see with a home invasion game. I was like on board right away.
Yeah.
And I remember I cried when I first like found out about it. Aww. That it was gonna be on Shudder.
Bless.
I cried when I found out it was gonna be on Shudder. Told everyone in my family. I was like, dude, there's this movie, and it's like I fucking love the idea of it. And now that I've seen it, I stupidly I can't say anything else but the fact that I feel seen.
Look at you.
And I know representation fucking matters, and I love that.
Hell yeah.
I love that so much. Also, hello, this is another thing for Hollywood. Fucking hire disabled actors because obviously they can fucking do the job.
This is the shit. Like, I like this, and I just have a problem with Hollywood. I don't even know if it's like, well, I'm sure it's Hollywood, but like with shows like In the Dark,
which we've talked about In the Dark a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think the main actress is actually blind, but my problem with the show is not only because I don't. Like, she's terrible at acting blind, okay? I'm sorry. But also, the character is just so unlikable, and she just doesn't make sense a lot of the time. Like, my mom loves the show, but I've seen enough of it to know that I don't like any of the characters, especially her, because none of them, you don't have anybody to root for in that movie. Or in that show. I don't think the main actress is blind. But if she is, I'm gonna apologize right now, because I'll feel bad, but I don't think she is. Just the way she moves around her apartment and stuff. That she's been in for over a year, by the way, and it's not a big place. She still walks around it like she's never been in it before.
She is not. She's an able-bodied woman.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not good at acting blind at all. The only redeemable part of that show is the dog. Her guide dog. And his name is Pretzel, and he's a good boy.
Yeah, there was a lot of people that recommended me this show, and I only watched like one episode, and I hated it so bad.
Yeah, I
hated it.
I remember telling you about it. I was like, dude, like, and I don't know if you'd seen it already or not, but I was like, dude, this show is fucking awful. This girl doesn't even seem like she's actually blind. She's like, it's a caricature.
Yeah.
Kinda. And it's not meaning to be a caricature, is the thing.
The thing is, a lot of the time, it's I know that Hollywood doesn't really mean to portray their disabled characters as caricatures, but that's how it comes out
sometimes. A lot of the time.
Yeah, a lot of the time. And you can tell when there's genuine able-bodied actors who play disabled characters that will do their research as best as they can.
Yes.
Like Kate from Hush and the actor who played the blind man in Don't Breathe.
Don't Breathe, yeah.
Like, they did their research. Even the director for Don't Breathe did their research for it.
Yeah, proper research.
Mm-hmm. And I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
But the fact that we get, I get a movie where there is a blind character and the actor is actually blind or visually impaired was new to me, and I didn't think that would mean a lot to me.
Yeah.
Because I was like, it's representation, I know that. But there's a side of me where it's like, I feel like it shouldn't mean a lot to me because it's an actor doing their job.
Yeah. But the thing is that it's rarely shown well in a movie.
Exactly.
Is the thing. And when you get a good thing, you definitely want to hold on to it. Like, again, it's not my favorite movie because I'm not into, like, the whole home invasion, but I know that this is, like, a whole, like, thing for you.
Yeah, like, besides not liking it for a home invasion thing, it's not even, like, the part that... It's not even, like, the home invasion part.
Yeah.
That, like, gets me. It's just her character alone.
Her character just in general, because you can relate to her.
Exactly.
We just want more, like, you in general want more relatable characters. Yeah. When it comes to being visually impaired or, like, being lesbian or whatever else that you can relate to, being a person of color.
Yeah.
And again, when it's done well, then you definitely want to stick to it. And I know that this is, like, not related to it all, but I know that's one of the reasons why you really like Julie and the Phantoms and just this in general, because you can relate to the characters, to the main characters.
Mm-hmm.
But it's...
Yeah, because when... we are getting into like, you know, race and sexualities and stuff like that, because they kind of
it goes hand in hand.
It goes hand in hand, but especially with our podcast, because we're two basically queer people hosting a horror podcast, and one of us is disabled.
Yeah.
So,
and the disabled person is also a person of color.
And also gay. So,
and like, gay as fuck.
So, like, I cling to any good representation that we get.
Yeah.
Or that I get. Because a lot of the time, it's like, a lot of Hollywood shows their like Mexican or Hispanic characters.
Yeah, you just sent me a TikTok about this earlier. That whole Spanglish thing.
Yeah. Because they show them as like, especially in LA, they show them as like gangsters and like cholos and stuff like that, or like drug dealers, and I'm just like, that's my home. That's where I live. Not everybody is like that. You do have like your small gangs and shit there, because like it's East LA, but it's not the whole entire thing. Like,
you're like missing the culture and
exactly
stuff.
Like there's a whole ass small community there.
Yeah, it kind of
everyone's family. Everyone knows everyone there, and I hate that.
And it's why I really like this. It's a totally different part of the country, but this is why I like Spider-Man Miles Morales, the video game, because it's a sense of community, and Miles really embraces his ethnicity, and he's always speaking Spanish, and not to mention he goes out of his way to learn ASL for like another person in the neighborhood. Her name is Haley, who is at least like hearing impaired, because I think she does have hearing aids, but she generally is mute and uses sign.
Yeah, and
that's why I like I love the first Spider-Man game for PS4 because it's great.
Like,
but this is more tight-knit than that.
Yeah, but here's the thing too, where it's like, I also have that thing because like I grew up with like Peter Parker Spider-Man. So I love that. And then when all like most of my friends who are into Marvel, they introduced me to Miles, and then I was able to see the movie with you. I loved it so much. Like, I loved it so much.
I got you a little Miles plushie and everything.
You did? It's so cute.
I got us both a Miles plushie because our 7-Eleven was selling both Miles and Peter. Which they didn't have to sell both. They could have just sold Peter. But they had Miles and Peter. They had both,
and it was so cute.
But I think it's because Miles was such a smash hit when Spider-Verse came out.
Yeah, and I'm also excited to see the second movie with you.
Yeah, it's going to be so fucking good. It's coming out in May. I'm so excited. So good.
But... Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not like Cuban. I'm not Puerto Rican. I'm Mexican.
Yeah.
But any representation for us Hispanics, I fucking love it.
Yeah.
I fucking love it so much. It's like, I'm always like punching the fucking air because it's so good. I love it, and I cry because a lot of the representation that we all have is not great.
No.
It's not great.
So, like, when you get things like this, or Julie and the Phantoms, because Julie is... What, Puerto Rican, or Cuban, right? Or in the show, is she Puerto Rican?
I don't think they specify.
She's Latina.
Yes.
She's Latina. And, again, you're used to seeing the stereotypical, they're in gangs and shit. Julie does music. She's in a ghost band. Which is badass.
Well, it's the first, it's not the first, but it's like one of the representations.
It's one of the first representation that you've seen positively.
Yes. In a positive light, where
in LA,
she's a kid who's very smart
and very talented.
Yeah, very smart and very talented, and super just like outgoing.
And yes,
she's so headstrong about everything.
And I'm so mad. Julie and the Phantoms got canceled by Netflix. Please, we want more.
Yeah, exactly. I fucking want more so much.
Guys, we gotta do an episode on Julie and the Phantoms one of these days.
Oh, we are, but that's like later on.
I know, God.
But rolling back to representation of like disabled
I got ahead of myself. I got really excited just talking about those kinds of things because, like, they all go hand in hand with one another.
Yeah, no, they do. But especially for someone who is POC, who is disabled, and who is in the LGBTQ community, it's rare to find like good representation for either all three or at least one of them. So whenever I find something that's like POC positive, I fucking cling to that.
Yeah.
And then if I love it because I use an app just like Sophie does in the movie.
Yeah.
And I used to be a little fucking shit. I truly was a little fucking shit sometimes because so I didn't lose my vision growing up. I had already lost my vision because I have this condition from something with like my retinas from prematurity, and it's treatable,
but it's expensive. It's very expensive.
No. So it's
treatable, not curable, right?
Yeah, it's treatable but not curable.
Gotcha.
So it's super expensive. So when I was born, like my doctors were able to give me laser eye surgery, but it was only to make sure that I didn't become fully blind because they told my mom, hey, if she doesn't get the surgery, she's gonna be fully blind. So my mom allowed them to do that surgery on my retinas because I had detached retinas.
Yeah.
And growing up, all my doctors were saying, like, as you grow up, your condition isn't curable.
Yeah.
Like, even if you get laser eye surgery, it's not curable, but it might make it better. And they always say might. It's never a guarantee.
Yeah.
So every time...
do they ever give you, like, a percentage or anything?
No. They never give me a percentage because when they see my prescription and they like they have to like check my eyes and everything, they always just tell me it's a possibility it's
uncertain.
Yeah, it's like completely uncertain. And a lot of my optometrists have also told me that as I get older, my vision will probably, be gone. And that's like something I have to deal with, and I've accepted it.
Yeah.
I've accepted it. They're not like they've told me like it might not be completely gone, but there is going to be a point in time when you get older that you will probably need more assistance.
Yeah.
And I've accepted that, but it's still hard when it's actually happening because it's scary because like I think about like one day I'm gonna be like completely unable to see anything.
Yeah.
And that's scary to think about.
Yeah.
But I love this representation so much because I feel comfortable.
Yeah.
And I feel like I could relate so much to this character, especially with her being so stubborn and being pretty bitchy about like not wanting help.
Yeah.
Because I have always I grew up in a household where I'm like the oldest daughter, and us Hispanics, when you're the oldest daughter, you're like a mom to the rest of your siblings. You're like another parent basically. And I grew up taking care of everybody, and I grew up being super independent and being taught to just be strong in a sense, right?
Yeah.
But now that I've gotten older and I have basically like moved out, it's hard because for the first time ever I have to just take care of myself.
Yeah.
And I have to worry about myself. And I've always worried about my health. I've always complained about my eyes so much. Because I'm just like, my family's completely understanding with my disability, and they're always worried about me. But there are times where it's tough, and then sometimes my immediate family is really tough on me, because it's like, well, I'm telling you I can't see this, or I can't find whatever you want me to look for.
Yeah.
And I get called like pendeja, or I get called
just names in general.
Yeah, I just get called names for like no fucking reason. But it's only because like people are just mad in the moment, you know?
Yeah.
So a lot of the times I don't really take it like seriously.
Yeah.
But there are times where I get so frustrated because I'm just like, hey, I'm telling you I can't do this.
Yeah. Because
I really can't do this.
Yeah.
And I was a little bitch. Because I would be mad at people for trying to help me. I would be like, no, I'm fine, I can do this. Or like I just would ignore people flat out when they asked if I needed help or whatever. And I've learned to be okay with asking for help, and that shit took a long ass time to deal with.
And of course, ever since you moved here, I always try to offer to help you for stuff all the time.
Yeah, you do, and I appreciate it.
I tried my best for you, dude.
I'm still always saying like, no, you don't have to do this, but I appreciate the times where you're just like stubborn as me, and you're just like,
no,
fuck no, I'm doing it for you anyway.
It's your ass down, I got it.
Yeah, like
that's just how we are.
It is how we are, and I like it. I'm just like,
I think we balance each other out nicely.
We do. We do. I think it's also because like you're the youngest in your family, and I'm like the oldest in my family.
Yeah, and yet despite that, I sometimes feel like I'm the only child because my siblings are all so much older than me.
Yeah. There's also that too, but
like I didn't grow up with siblings around at all.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really, obviously I can't really relate to the whole being a second mom kind of thing, but still taking care of my mom even in general, because she had MRSA in her legs for a couple of years because she'd gotten a tattoo redone on her leg, and it had one little scab left. It was almost completely done healing. She banged it on her shin at work, and it got into the tattoo and completely ruined it. So that's why her leg looks like that now.
Yeah.
And I had spent literally two years like nursing her, and now she's made it a habit to where she has me do everything for her. So I can kind of relate to doing a lot of stuff for people in general.
I've noticed, and I also tell you like, hey, no, I got it. Like I can go do whatever your mom wants.
Yeah.
And it's completely fine. Like we both tell each other, cause like whenever you do have it, like you go do it. But I'm always just like, I got it. Like it's fine.
Yeah.
But I did have to have like a talk with your mom and your brother and being like, yo, I
need some help.
I need help.
But
like that shit's hard. It's so hard to just
ask for help.
Yeah.
But it's also very brave.
Yeah.
Because it takes a lot of courage to ask for help. It's hard to ask for help. But
it does, but also I don't like when people say like, you're so brave for asking for help, which is, I think it's so stupid. I think it's completely stupid, because you shouldn't have to be brave to ask for help. It's just a common thing.
Yeah.
Sure, you can have anxiety about it, because I definitely have anxiety about asking for help, and it sucks because here's the thing, like I'm not fully blind. I still have sight.
Yeah.
But there are times where like I have to use my cane, or I have to even like use sunglasses inside because I have light sensitivity.
Yeah. And
it hurts my eyes so much. And I remember I showed you this TikTok that Loki sent me, I think. Loki sent me it.
Hi, Loki.
Where this dude was like, I was like scared the first time I took out my cane, because he's also like not fully blind.
Yeah.
He still has some sight. And he said that he looked this woman directly in the eye while he was walking, and she yelled out that he's not really blind and stuff like that, and he felt very uncomfortable. And I hate that, because I don't want that happening to me, because it's like, yes, I can still see, but the thing is, I need this cane with me.
It's not like you're either blind or your eyesight is fine. No, there's like visually, it's a spectrum. Like,
yeah, there is a spectrum, but a lot of people don't get that.
Yeah.
A lot of people...
It's always the older generation, too.
Yeah.
You ever notice?
Yes.
Boomers?
The thing is, it's...
With your lip listening ass. I mean, what?
The thing is, with the misrepresentation and the communication of this, is that a lot of the older generations and some younger generations, it's a small amount of the younger generations, where they think that someone with a cane has to have like sunglasses with them all the time.
Yeah.
Or if they have a cane, they are completely blind, and that's not the case.
Yeah.
Like, there are times where I have to use my cane to walk and just to get stuff off the shelf for me, because like I'm short.
Tiny.
So I have to use that to get stuff for me. And it kind of sucks, not gonna lie.
It's okay.
But it's okay. Like, I love this movie so fucking much, and I will rewatch it anytime I fucking can, because I love the representation in it.
Yeah.
It makes me feel seen, and it makes me feel very happy with it.
Yeah.
Because it's like, hey, I use a similar app, or I also like use a cane, and I also want to be independent. And I was like a little bitch where I just didn't want anybody to help me, and I was like, I can do this by myself. I got this. And it turns out that I can't. I don't got this. I don't got this. I learned that.
It's okay.
And it's completely okay. It's completely fine.
Yeah, well, now you're stuck with me for a while, so I'm going to help you as much as I can, and you can't tell me no. Sorry. Love you, mean it.
Exactly. I love that, like, immediately after this movie, after we saw the movie the first time, initially, I immediately followed Skylar, and I was like, yes.
Skylar. They're great.
They are great. They're very great, and they do also wish that there was more disabled actors in these roles.
And again, this is why In the Dark pissed me off so much, because I found out about it after you and I had been talking for a while. And it's nobody's fault, because it's not, because Aunt Sherry recommended it to my mom. And it's not her fault that she likes it, and it's not Mom's fault that she likes it either.
It's honestly, it's nobody's fault if they like a piece of media.
I watched it with Mom, and I remember texting you, I was like, Kimberly, this is awful. Like, this actress is not blind. There's no fucking way she is.
Yeah, no, you can tell, because the thing is, it's like, if you've been in a place before...
For over a year.
Yeah.
And her apartment is not that big. It's like a cozy... It's not small, but it's not...
It's a decent apartment.
It's a decent apartment.
But also, it's just like, you see, in this movie, you see Sophie maneuvering herself in her own home, like what we assume is her childhood home, because of like everything that she has in there. And she just touches the walls.
She touches the walls, but fucking...
She doesn't go around like having her arms in front of her, like waving them around.
Like in the dark. She does that in the dark. Like, what are you doing? Hello?
Like,
Bro,
she doesn't.
Been in here for
she
a year.
doesn't do that. Like, if you've been there for a year.
And she has a fucking dog.
Like,
she has a fucking guide dog.
You've been there for a year. I'm pretty sure you will know the layout of your own apartment, and you would fix it if you right away.
You would make it accommodate to yourself.
Yeah, and you would use your dog because your dog is there.
Pretzel is there. He has a job. He's expensive. He's $10,000. Use him.
Exactly. Oh my god. But that's another thing where it's like...
Sorry. I almost dropped my peep.
It's okay. Where it's like, dude, she has a dog, and I'm like, I know the dog needs breaks and stuff, but...
But that's literally all he does in the show, is just sit around.
Exactly.
He's just a decoration.
Like, I know he needs his breaks as a good doggy should.
But he's lazy.
But
he's lazy.
If he's there to be your seeing eye dog, use him.
That's what he's for. He's there to help. He a good boy.
Exactly.
But yeah, obviously I'm basically transparent. I'm so white, and it's the only thing I've got going for me is being part of the LGBTQ plus community. But, like, and I know it's not a good thing to get pissed off on somebody's behalf, but I got pissed off on your behalf seeing that. I'm like, huh? This is not how this works.
No.
Ugh.
It's not.
And I don't remember if she's even completely blind. If she's not, that's worse, because you can at least make some kind of outlines or something.
Yeah.
Do not ask us to cover that show. I don't think it's horror, but fuck.
It's not horror.
I don't want to watch it ever again.
It's not horror. I know it's not. But also, if you want to get more of an insight, I follow this blind YouTuber. Her name is Molly Burke.
Mm-hmm.
She is completely blind, and I follow her because I love her videos where she gives tips on stuff to use around the house and she always emphasizes you don't even have to be visually impaired to use these. You can just use these because they're cool gadgets to have around your house.
Yeah.
And there's like smart home stuff. There's like smart air fryers, smart ovens.
I hate it when people get so butthurt about that. Like, oh, you're not disabled. You don't need that, bro.
I'm like, no, dude. They're cool and shit.
They're cool. You don't have to be disabled to use cool shit. The fuck?
Exactly. But she always emphasizes that. She's always like, you don't have to, like, be visually impaired to use this stuff. I think it's just really cool. But she uses it because she's visually impaired. And there's also videos there about her life and about her journey with her guide dogs every time she has to get one.
Get puppies.
And she always has her like mom right there who helped her film her videos, and it's so sweet. I always love seeing her channel so much because it's like, again, even though I'm not completely blind, I'm still visually impaired, and I could still relate to her a lot.
Yeah.
And just like, with Sophie, I relate to her. She's basically, she has like tunnel vision, I think.
Yeah.
Or, and I relate to her so much.
Yeah.
'Cause it's like we have similar conditions. And she says that she can only see if it's like light because her light perception.
Yeah. Which I think is probably why she had like some lights on in her bedroom
Mm-hmm.
when she's getting ready to go to sleep, so she could see when she's getting ready to get up, like she needs to use the bathroom or something, stuff like that.
Yeah, that's why I love houses that have like little like night lights in the hallways, or just like lights in general.
Oh, like here?
Yeah, I love that because it's like I can still see while walking around the house.
Mm-hmm.
That helps out a lot. And I love this movie. I love this movie so much. I think this is gonna be another little hyperfixation for me. I love that. And I love that Skylar also pointed out that in their interview that it's cool to see a character like this have action scenes and being able to like fight off people, because normally you don't think that they could do that.
Yeah. That's where I definitely like this movie more than Hush, because she's more I don't want to say she's more capable, but she does more than Maddie.
Yeah, she does more than Maddie, but also I do think like
and I'm not trying to compare.
No, because like they're both different disabilities.
Yeah.
And both have their own struggles in their own way.
Yeah.
So I do think both of them is very realistic in their own ways.
Yeah. I just think this one was pulled off a little bit better. For sure.
A lot smarter, honestly.
Yeah. A lot smarter.
It is a lot smarter, mostly because you don't really think, like, you think you know what's gonna happen, but you don't. You don't, because she sides with the robbers.
She basically, for a brief time, until they kill a cop.
Yeah, well, for a brief time. She does go ahead and be like, yeah, I'll help you get this money, because I want money too. Which, like, okay, I'm down. Like, I like this a lot. It's rare to see characters who are actually, like Skylar said, that are not inspirational.
Yeah.
Because I'm also tired of disabled characters being an inspiration.
Yeah.
because it's like we're not there to give like people inspiration, and we're not there to be I guess puppet for able-bodied people to feel okay with themselves, because a lot of the time when there's disabled characters, there's always a abled character right by them, just to make themselves feel good.
Yeah.
And I don't like that.
Yeah. It very often does Hollywood design, like, especially when it's like documentaries, they show these people with different disabilities, whether it be hearing or visual, and how much of an inspiration they are, and that's nice in theory, but they don't really show the struggle, like the real struggle. And I know how much you struggle.
Yeah,
I've seen it firsthand, and you've told me shit and everything, and like it. Until you're around an actual disabled person, you really, like, as a normal abled person myself, you just don't have any idea until you like actually share like a connection like what we have, and it definitely opens your eyes to a lot more. And I'm not saying that I would ever like glorify anything like that even before I met you, but it like sheds even more light upon a situation that nobody has any idea about except for you and other people with their disabilities.
Yeah. Like, exactly. Like, there are times where I do make myself more, like, I'm being more comfortable and being more vulnerable with myself, because a lot of the times when, like, I get scared when we go out, like, with your friend Alex, to, like, walk around and stuff like that.
Yeah. Hi, Alex.
Hi, dude.
Thought you were listening, but hi anyway.
I've gotten comfortable to the point where either I will hold your arm, or I will like cling to Alex's arm, because I can't see, and usually I would just like, fake it till I make it, and I'll be like, if something happens, something happens.
You and I can hardly keep up with Alex though, because he's 6 foot. He said he's between 6'7" and 6'9". I'm like, yeah, I know. Dude. I have to jog to keep up with your ass, my short little fucking legs.
Yeah. But yeah, there are those times, and there have been times where Lexi has seen me fall, break stuff, hit myself, burn myself, all because I can't see.
Yeah. I feel bad every single fucking
all because
time.
I can't see.
I always kiss your hand.
You do.
Wherever you get burned. I'm like, are you okay? Like, I know this shit hurts, man.
Yeah, and I always try to like play it off like I'm fine, but there are times where I'm just like, I cannot do that. Because there was one time last Halloween, I was getting a bowl of soup. Just a small bowl for the dog. For the dog, just to give him a little like dinner.
A little bit of broth. Just a little bit of the broth.
Yeah, just a little bit of broth on like a meatball. That I was cutting up, and the fork that I was using a styrofoam plate bowl, and the fork like poked a hole in it, and the hot broth went all over my hand, and I that was my bad.
Yeah.
But like I wanted to cry so bad because it hurt a lot.
Yeah, it scared me because I thought you like really got really hurt. Luckily you're fine now.
Yeah, I'm fine now.
It scared me, dude. But cold water, and we had some burnt ointment. You were fine.
Yeah.
It scared me though. I kissed your hand again. Like it made me feel better somehow. I gotta be cute. Fuck.
See, like that's a lot of things, and my friends back at home, they always understand everything too. They have always been the sweetest, and they've always been there to help me with like anything that I needed. Especially Crystal and Loki, those two have been like by my side when everything has like happened, and like growing up. And I love that they have been super understanding with everything.
Crystal is the one with Sabrina, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll probably get to meet her then, right?
Yeah.
I'm definitely excited to meet Loki.
We are setting up dates to make sure that we can all hang out at places, or at least at someone's house. But yeah, for the most part, I get being stubborn. I get wanting to be independent. But you just have to, like...
Sometimes you just need help.
Sometimes you just need help, and that's also hard doing, but
yeah.
it's
okay. It's okay.
It's okay, and
it's part of life. At some point.
Yeah.
We all need help.
Regardless of being disabled or not, we all just need help.
Yeah. And a friend.
Yeah. But also, I don't like being babied.
No.
I don't. I hate it. I fucking hate it with a passion.
The only time I like
someone
being
treats
babied.
me like a kid.
Yeah, the only time I like being babied if it's like in a loving way, like the way you and I do to each other.
Yeah,
like, we do baby talk sometimes. The way we talk to each other, we'll talk in ooh speak and shit.
Yeah,
it's that kind of baby that I don't mind because it's funny and it's affectionate. But if you're being patronizing, I'm gonna
it's funny, affectionate, and a lot of the times we're just trying to make each other laugh.
Yeah, and it works every time.
It does. But, like, I, personally, being a disabled person, I don't like being babied. Like, when Sophie was just completely done with the first lady that she talked to.
Yeah. Oh, my fucking God.
I was so irritated. I
cringing.
Get that so much.
I was like, oh my God, what are you doing? Shut up. She's not a baby. Treat her like an adult.
No, I don't like when people treat us like babies.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, talk to me like an adult. Unless... it is an actual child that you are helping.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. She's not helpless. Like...
yeah.
Fuck. Oh, you poor thing. Shut up.
No.
I will kick your teeth in. Shut the fuck up.
Look it. I might be visually impaired, and I might be short, but I can kick your fucking ass.
You can throw a chocolate like no other.
Yes. My mom can. And it's so funny.
You're blind, but your aim is still on point.
Yeah. I got it from my mom.
It comes from being Latina.
Oh my God. I still remember when I was just sitting on the couch with my mom, and Chelsea was walking to the room. I don't know what the hell happened. My sister was walking to the room. I forgot what the fuck happened. But I just see, like, my mom's fucking chancla flying across my face, and I follow it. And that shit hit my sister on the ass, like, point blank. And I look at my mom, and she's not even looking. She was looking at her fucking phone. And I'm like, Mom. And I'm like, Mama, did you see that you hit her in the butt? And my mom's like, no, I just threw it. And I was like, what? Mama, please. That shit was so funny. Oh my God.
I have to wonder what made her do that.
I forgot. I think it was because Chelsea was just talking back or something. Or she was giving my mom attitude, I think.
She being smart. Okay.
Yeah, she was being smart. She was a little kid. And little kids are like...
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
You done fucked up.
No, I remember I threw my slipper at Mason one time because I was mad at him. And it hit him right in the middle of the back, and I wasn't even aiming.
Oh my God, Kimmy. I love that. That's fucking funny. I can't even hardly walk straight, let alone fucking be able to do something like that.
I mean, I can't walk straight either, so.
I can, though. This is so stupid. This is so stupid. I can, though. I taught myself how to throw fucking cards, and I can throw them really fucking well. I actually learned how to do this, and I'm so sorry I'm getting off topic. I learned to do this a few weeks ago because a TikTok came up, and I wanted to try it.
Oh, fucking amazing.
I threw it, and I boomeranged it back to myself, and I caught it again.
Fuck yeah!
And I was like, I'll never be able to do it again, and I didn't.
Damn.
But it was fun. That's about as good as I'm gonna get. And I was pretty good at balloon darts when the fair was around. Plus the little fish bowls. When you throw ping pong, you win a fish. I'm not really good at anything like that.
I always like balloon darts. I get very disappointed when I can't hit any of them, but still, it's like pretty fun.
Yeah,
it's still pretty fun.
You just.
I love it. I love it. It's fun. It's fun.
Okay, we're off topic. We gotta wrap this up. We're over 2 hours, dude. Holy shit.
But this thing, I really like it. Also, Skylar saying in their interview, where they said it was like really different for them than it was for Sophie, because they were more reluctant to ask for help, but they did, and it was more of a depressive episodes and like feeling guilty to ask for help. That's also,
I think that's how you are now.
That's how, yeah. So at first I was like Sophie. I was like very headstrong, where I want to be independent and I can do it, but now I'm more like Skylar. And I'm learning to like be okay with who I am and how I'm gonna start living my life, because I've always known that I can't drive, and I feel like a burden sometimes, because like I want to ask,
and you're not, so shut up.
I know I'm not. Like I always want to ask if someone can drive me somewhere, but like I feel like a burden, or I feel like it's too much of a nuisance to go drive somewhere.
Yeah. Well, your options at home aren't very great, so...
I know they aren't, but, like, if I was able to, I would love to drive myself, but I cannot. And I don't like that I have to, like, rely on people to drive me places, but that's just, you know, the life I have to live.
I think... I'd have to ask Mom, but I think, they were going home from a party one time way before I was born. And I think they had their blind friend drive them home because he was the most sober.
That's a mood.
I was like, what? You did what? How are you alive?
I'm like, damn, man, if you trust me to drive you home, you got guts. Because,
I would trust you to drive me home, because let's be honest, if we both die, at least we die together.
You know what, you're right. The thing is with me is like I can't see fucking signs, so that's what sucks. Everything is very blurry. I can't see far away. Like for my vision, it has to be like super close to my face.
Yeah.
Like inches away from my face for me to be able to see.
Yeah.
I can make out outlines, like I can tell that like the cat post is there, the TV's over there because it's fucking big. But regardless of that, I can kind of make out what stuff is with my glasses.
Yeah. Without
my glasses, it's how do I put this? It's like fog. Whenever I take off my glasses, it's like fog, but I can make out people's outlines.
Yeah.
And that's why I think it's really stupid when people tell me, like, oh, how many fingers are you holding up? Like, I can make out the outlines. I can try and, like...
My eyes are not, like...
count how many fingers you have.
I don't have a concussion. Stop.
Yeah. No, but people have always been like that. I really hate it. That's another thing that I hate. When people would just, like, either take off my glasses, or they would ask me to take off my glasses and put up their fingers and ask me, like, oh, how many fingers am I holding? But the thing is... they would also do it like this close to my face.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I can see that. It's close to my face. I can make out how many fingers you have. But when they would do it like from far away, when they figured it out, I was like, I don't know. I can't see.
Can't see from that far, dude. But
yeah.
This is weird to bring up right now because I'm looking at this. And I know normally people like back here, I can see it in my peripherals.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at the mic. I know that usually that'd be blurry for other people. But for me, you right now, I'm seeing you in double. And I don't know if that's normal or not.
No.
It's not? Oh shit, I need to get my eyes checked.
Yeah, you do.
I'm not fucking around. I'm looking at you right now and now the mic is in double.
Yeah, no. You do need to get your eyes checked.
Sweet. Great. Love it. Hey,
isn't it great? Mm-hmm.
It's great. Well, I haven't had my eyes checked since like fucking middle school, so I mean...
Yeah, no, you need to get your eyes checked.
It's expensive though. Shit.
But yeah, this movie is great representation and I love it to bits. It is going to be my hyperfixation. I am very happy for this movie and for this actor. Hollywood really fucking needs to get disabled actors in these roles.
Yeah.
Because
Shudder is a fucking hit, dude. I love Shudder.
Oh
they've
yeah.
got great companies working for them.
Dude, there has not been a movie that I don't like on Shudder.
Really? Except for Cannibal Holocaust, but that's not Shudder exclusive.
It's not Shudder exclusive. Usually a lot of the movies that are on
but exclusively to Shudder.
Yeah, exclusively to Shudder. They're very fucking good.
We are not sponsored.
No, we're not.
This is our third time saying this. We are not sponsored.
We're not sponsored, but it's okay. This movie's so fucking good. I love it. Thank you to Randall for making this movie.
Yeah, yeah.
For everyone involved actively looking for a visually or completely blind actor for the role of Sophie.
And I'm gonna say it right now, just for, like, everybody in general this past month, because despite a good bit of the movies that I didn't care for, I can appreciate the representation because I know it means a lot to people. So
yeah, because
to all of those directors and screenwriters, because they all, despite my opinions on certain stuff, they all still did an excellent job.
Yeah, with, like, to recap this whole month.
Yeah. This is basically what this ending part of this entire episode is just recapping our thoughts and opinions on, like, the month and the representation and everything.
Yeah. Like, to recap this whole month, I really appreciate John Krasinski for taking the time to do that movie, A Quiet Place, and for Millicent for being so proactive with her disability, and for the directors and producers to actually hire someone to come in and make sure that the sign language was correct and they were getting captured on camera.
Yeah.
I love that.
That movie was phenomenal.
It was so good. It's one of my favorites. And for the Alvarez, for taking his time to study and to get to know a blind man from his YouTube channel, and
for Don't Breathe, right?
Yeah, for Don't Breathe.
So we're just gonna go movie by movie now.
Yeah. I love that so fucking much, and the fact that he uses that to his advantage with the contact lenses that hinder the blind man's sight, the actor's sight, and the part where they're in the basement and they had the two actors, the contacts, they had them wear the contacts that dilated their eyes, like made them look like they dilated their eyes,
and you can tell on the camera too.
They couldn't see anything.
Yeah, you can tell on the camera that their eyes are dilated. It looks wild.
You can tell, and the fact that they really couldn't see anything was, like, amazing. I love that
just above and beyond for that.
I love that the dude who played the blind man in that episode, in that movie, really knew what he was doing, pretty much. Because a lot of the time, like, you do have to feel around, even, like, regardless of you being in that space for a while. The I know I say that, but then we criticize, like, In the Dark. In the Dark is an over-exaggeration of it.
Yes.
Because there are times where
and they don't mean to.
No, they don't mean to. I know they don't. But it's just, that's the misrepresentation that you guys get.
Yeah.
And for the blind man, of course, he's gonna, like, you know, reach out for spaces and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which is, like, it's normal for him to do that.
And
but not over-exaggerating.
Yeah, and for the blind man, and I pointed this out in our episode, I like the little detail of, like, and he's feeling along his wall. Like, I like the little detail that you can see the line on the wall, like, from his hand, like, where the oils would get trapped on the wall. Mm-hmm. And it reminds me of the yellow wallpaper. I'm sure you guys know what that short story is. If not, I highly recommend it. It's sad, but it's really good. And that is a little detail I really appreciate. And it also, I could tell that, say, this is the hallway, and the old man's coming this way, so his hand is along this wall, but you can tell he likes to use this wall more because it's got more of, like, a brown line to it from it, so he favors this wall. And there's a line on this one, but it's not as dark. And again, it's a small detail, but I appreciate that kind of detail.
Oh, same.
It's just little things like that. I like that a lot.
No, like, yeah, exactly. A lot of you guys who don't understand this will say, like, oh, it's, like, just the set design, and I'm just like, yeah, it's set design, but it's put in so much thought, though.
Yeah, it's to sell that this man's been here forever.
Yeah.
For a good long while.
See, and I like that, because a lot of the times, and it's also the fact that he's, like, a veteran.
Yeah.
And they explained that, like, you know, he lost his sight because of a grenade.
Yeah, shrapnel, right?
Yeah. And the part where, like, the washing machine and the alarm system goes off.
And it was like,
he's
the
disoriented.
sound was overwhelming.
Yeah. Because your hearing will be overwhelmed. Like,
it'll, like, all your other senses will be enhanced when you lose your eyesight.
Yeah.
Or any other of your senses. Like, if you lose your hearing, everything else will be enhanced, I'm sure. But I think your eyesight in particular is going to enhance literally everything, because we count on our eyes for just about everything.
Yeah.
And that's losing that is just going to enhance, amplify everything.
But like I like that representation. Also, it's just, I hate when it's over dramatic, where the actor is like palming the wall, like banging their hand on the wall every time they walk and stuff like that.
Stuff like that, I hate that.
Yeah, I don't like that, because it's like a lot of us don't do that. I don't do that. I usually just like run my fingers over.
Yeah, run your fingers or tap your fingers on the wall.
Yeah,
is more accurate, I would like to think.
It is, a lot of us do that, unless we, we're like panicking or something like that. Then we will like, do that.
Or if you're in an unfamiliar space.
Yeah. Like the first time we were here, I would run my fingers over the chairs and over the walls every time I walked down the hallway.
Yeah, even though this house has incredibly bright lights.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I'm sure you're wanting me to turn the lights off here soon, because they're so bright.
Yeah, my eyes hurt.
Yeah, I know they do. I can tell. Like you look sleepy, even though I'm sure you are sleepy actually. Like,
no, like I'm fine. It's just my eyes are hurting.
Yeah, I could probably turn on one of these lamps and turn off the overhead light when we're done.
But that's what I like. And for Hush, oh my god, Kate, you did an amazing job. I cannot speak for the deaf or mute community, but I love the fact that you actually went to go talk to like the deaf community, and after you actually put yourself in their situation with those earplugs and made the effort to learn sign language.
Yes, I love when actors do that a lot.
I love that.
Do proper research, not pull a Sia and have your actors study fucking autistic meltdowns on YouTube and have your actor watch fucking What's Eating Gilbert Grape to observe Leonardo DiCaprio's acting in that. I'm like, Sia, stop, cease, stop.
I love that so fucking much. I appreciate that a lot, and it says a lot about her fucking character too, as a person. The fact that she respected everything, and the fact that she took the time to learn sign language just for this movie, and the fact that even she admitted that even if she was a little slow, that it was okay, that it was fine.
And I still think it would have fit with her character, because her character wasn't deaf her entire life. Like, if she were to mess up on a sign, then it would have still been fine, because it would have been still accurate to her as a character.
I mean, regardless of like the time where she went deaf and mute, a lot of people will just mess up naturally, and it happens.
It happens. Yeah, it's okay. It happens.
And it's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. Like, I think it would have been dumb if she did mess up during the movie, and then someone was like, "Oh, she messed up. Like, that's not how it's supposed to be." And a lot of us just would have been like, "Okay, like, it happens. You mess up." And it would have been fine, because then, like, right after, her character could have been like, "Oh, sorry, like, it's this instead." Yeah. Obviously all in sign, but that would have been completely fine. Yeah. Like, I would love to see more of that too, where it's not just perfect, where it's
like they still struggle a little bit to be learning what certain signs mean.
Yeah, exactly. And that's completely okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I know she lost like her speech and hearing when she was like 13, and she
can read lips.
I feel like she's probably like late 20s, 30s.
Late 20s, early 30s, if I had to guess.
That's what I was thinking, and I was like, that's not a lot of time, and I'm pretty sure she would still mess up. Yeah. Like anybody would. Yeah. But I think that's really cool of her, for Kate.
She did.
And
she did great.
For Kate and Mike, because Mike Flanagan also thought this movie with her.
We're sad about the Midnight Club.
We are sad about the Midnight Club.
Sorry.
If you want also another fucking good thing for representation, Midnight Club.
Midnight Club.
Yeah.
Because all those kids terminal illnesses. There's Anya is one of the main characters. She's in a wheelchair. And we've got a gay character.
There's a lot of POC characters.
There's a lot of POC characters. I think our main girl is POC.
Yeah, the main girl is POC.
I think, and we've got a young Asian woman. I can't remember which country. I think she even said, and I don't remember now. I don't remember if she's Chinese or. Oh God, I don't remember.
She's of Asian descent.
Yeah, she's of Asian descent. And like you said, I think a majority of the cast is people of color, except for Kevin and Anya.
Yeah.
Even then, Anya is Scottish, Irish. Can't remember which one. Which is still white, but like still from not around here in particular. Yeah. But still. Really good representation.
It's a very good representation, not for
just like as for people of color in general, and
for people of color, and also for people with like mental illnesses, because there's a lot of that going on.
Yeah, and it's a great show.
It's such a great show, and I think
Fuck
you guys
you,
would
Netflix,
like that
we're
too.
Canceling it.
But yeah, I want to reiterate again back to this. The representation that I felt personally with Don't Breathe and See For Me, both phenomenal, because I like the little details with the man just stopping and like, observing, listening, and feeling around, especially when he felt that lock with his foot.
Yeah,
I like that.
Because you usually see people with visual impairments feel with their hands, but feet.
Yeah, because it's on the ground.
The peats. Yeah.
And I like that with Sophie. She's smart. She's very, very smart. She put a tracker on the cat.
Yeah.
To make sure that she knows where the cat is, which is great.
I hope Bentley got paid.
I hope so too.
In pets and cat treats.
Hell yeah. I like both of those representations so much. But for the most part, I do like the representation that Skylar gave with their character Sophie, because I can relate to Sophie much more than I can with the blind man in Don't Breathe.
I would hope so.
I love it so much. It made me very, very happy. It got to the point where like I wanted to cry.
Yeah. This month was great.
This month was great. It was very educational.
It was educational, personally and just as a prospector.
Yes. Despite the fact that we figured out that you don't like home invasion
so
movies.
Bummed! I cannot believe I don't like home invasion movies.
I mean, it's okay. Like, I don't like vampire movies. I hardly like werewolf movies. It's very rare when I do like them.
I don't like being picky with movies. Because I like to relate to people a lot.
I know.
I'm very much a people person, even though I can be very like introverted. I still like people pleasing and being a people person because.
Oh no, I get that. Me too. But I think it's fine. I think it's completely okay for us to have our own opinions, because. I mean, honestly, we both agree that this is a pretty good movie.
Yeah. It's just home invasion.
It's just home invasion. But this is actually a twist on the home invasion, too. Just like Don't Breathe, because she partners with the people who are in the home.
Yeah, then in Don't Breathe, the turns get tabled.
Yeah.
Very hard.
Yeah.
Of course, I don't know what they expected trying to rob from a dude who was in the fucking military, but
exactly.
Like, you knew that, and you were like, yeah, we'll do it anyway.
Yeah.
You're dumb. You asked for that one, I'm sorry.
But yeah, that was really stupid.
Yeah.
But Sophie's really smart in this, and I love her so much. Skylar, you did a fantastic job with it, and from a blind girl to another blind girl. Oh, sorry, to another blind person.
Blind person.
Yay.
Yay.
Thank you for wanting to do this role and for wanting more representation in Hollywood, because I know that's all we want.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I can't say anything because I'm just gay.
I would. I honestly would love to have more representation for people like me who are disabled, POC, and gay. Like, I would love that and not be like a caricature or anything, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it sucks because it's so stupid. Because Hollywood's like, you can't be all three, you have to be one of them, and I'm just like, why can't you be all three?
Maybe two as a treat.
Like, those are real life people, man. Like,
yeah.
what are you doing?
What do you mean?
But it's so funny because there are times I told you this too, that my sister would send me listings for directors and producers who are looking for visually or blind people to audition for stuff.
Oh, that's really sweet of your sister to do, honestly.
And it was back when I was very into acting too.
Yeah.
And I told you this, that they were looking for someone to be in a movie, and they needed someone who was visually impaired or blind, and it was supposed to be like a love story and stuff like that. And I thought it was really cute, and I would have like gone to audition, but at the time I was like super swamped with taking care of all of them.
Yeah. Maybe the opportunity will rise one day again.
Yeah, maybe. But I like to think that I can be a good representation of someone who is disabled, POC, and LGBTQ as a podcaster.
Yeah.
You know?
You gotta represent some way or another. And we're doing that. I mean, we literally just hit over 100 subscribers for our YouTube channel for this podcast.
We did, and
that's 100 people that, from, if we can understand it, know that you are all of those things.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they know, maybe they don't. If not, that's fine.
And I mean, we have like over 200 or like 300 something people listening to us from like Spotify.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Yeah, I've been meaning to ask you about that lately, and I keep forgetting.
Yeah,
so like thank you for bringing that up, because I didn't know.
It's over like 200 something people that are listening to us on Spotify.
Aww.
I mean, doubled with like the fact that there's also people that are listening to us on Apple Podcasts and on YouTube. Like,
yeah,
guys,
the Haunted episode has so many views now.
Yeah.
Like, hold up, I can't remember how. I just looked at it and I already forgot.
I think it's like 6K.
It's over 6K now. It's not 7K yet, but it's over 6K now.
I know it's over 6K, but I mean, like...
Yeah. 6.5. 6.5.
Yeah.
That was not that. That was like 6.2 yesterday.
Yeah. I don't know what's up with you guys with that one particular episode, but okay.
There's a dog in the thumbnail, that's why.
You know what? Probably. You do you. You are welcome, because I pick all the thumbnails.
Yeah, you do. You do such a great job. Of course, I ran the idea by you. It was like, oh, we should probably have like pictures from the movies themselves as the thumbnail.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's better for people to find them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I would love to hope, you know, that we could be representations for all you guys, you know, that are POC, LGBTQ, or, you know, disabled. Any of the three, or even all three.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Or ADHD, even though I haven't been diagnosed with anything. I'm almost certain that I have ADHD. There's no fucking way I don't.
But, like, I would love to do more months like this and, you know, do research and stuff like that.
Yeah, this was a great month.
Good representation.
This was a great month.
I know we missed Black History Month in February.
It's okay.
Which is okay.
It happens. It's okay. We'll do it next year. It's fine.
Yeah, we will do it next year. I would love to do, like, Hispanic Heritage Month.
Yeah.
And highlight a lot of the Hispanic actors, producers, and like directors and stuff like that. But we are gonna be away. We're gonna be away in LA anyway, so we don't even have time for that because we're gonna take the whole month of September off.
So weird, but it's fine.
But it's okay.
It's okay.
Besides that, I hope you guys enjoyed this month, and I hope you guys found something that you would like. I am sorry right now that if I sound very tired, but we have been recording for over 2 hours.
2.5 hours.
Yeah, 2.5 hours. Because this month meant so much to me.
We just wanted to wrap it up nicely.
Yeah, we wanted to just have a chat, because I knew that this is what I wanted to do for the last movie. I didn't want to just talk about the movie, give fun facts and stuff like that,
and just wrap it up.
Yeah, because I thought that would be like a little waste. I love having this little conversation.
Yeah, and it's good that we did this, because it still like opens up other people for conversation and possibly demand for better representation in the movie scene and the TV show scene, honestly.
Yeah. Because I would fucking love to see I would love to see more TV shows or movies like this.
Mm-hmm.
So much. Personally, for someone who is visually impaired, I would love to see more of that happening, and also not just like in horror, but like in comedies and in romance. Like I would love to see more like that, and not just it be like the person who is disabled is being the butt of the joke in a comedy. Like, I don't want that to happen. No. I hate that. Or the person whose love interest is disabled and they're only falling in love with him out of pity. I don't want that. That's not what I want from anything, honestly. But like, if we can just have like genuine characters with genuine stories, just like how able-bodied people have, I would love that so much. Because this movie, even though it is a little bit of an over-exaggeration, just a tiny bit.
Just a tiny bit.
It's
but
not that
she's
much.
In a new place.
Exactly. It's not that much, but
she's in a new place.
Yeah.
Plus there's robbers in the house.
Exactly. Well, I mean, I meant about like her being able to like kill all the robbers.
Yep, we have to have a little bit of fantastical in there somewhere.
No, exactly.
Horror movie.
Exactly. I love that. But I would love to have more of that. Like, Hollywood, please
be more like Shudder.
Be more like Shudder.
Be more
like the people that are actually taking the time and effort to seek out disabled actors for these parts. Because it's tiring seeing your own group of people being represented by someone who isn't disabled. And don't get me wrong, because like I also love Daredevil and Charlie Cox, who plays Matt Murdock.
Yeah, you went fucking nuts when we were watching She-Hulk together and he showed up.
Fuck yeah, I fucking love Matt Murdock. But my dude, he's not blind in real life. Nope, he's not blind, but he
does a really good job though.
He does a really good. He has done extensive work.
And I know the bare minimum about Marvel.
Yeah.
But he still did a great job.
He's done extensive work to be a great representation for a blind superhero.
I love that for you guys so fucking much. I love that for you guys.
He enjoys the role so much. Like, when it got canceled by Netflix, he was devastated, and he never thought that he would come back for that work until now that they're doing Daredevil Born Again or Reborn or something.
Get with the program, Netflix, for fuck's sake.
For Disney Plus. I love that for him so much. He even cried when he got the call from Kevin saying, like, do you want to come back and be a Daredevil again? And I was so happy because when able-bodied actors actually put effort into it, that's when I'm just like, okay, like, you actually care.
Yep.
And I love that. But if you can get an actual disabled person to play this role, definitely do it. 100%.
But if you can't, make sure you find somebody who will
take care of it and who
treat it with care and do their research and just go all out.
Exactly. With the few examples that we have. I love that so much.
Just be better in general.
Exactly. If only that would happen.
Right.
We can only hope, and we can only just, keep banging on Hollywood's door and being like, yo, do this. But I just want to, thank you guys for sticking around this month and enjoying the content that we made this month. It means a lot to us and to me, mostly.
And hopefully to you guys.
Hopefully it does. You guys are, like, really amazing. I love that you are pretty, like, interactive with us sometimes.
Yeah.
In our YouTube comments, it makes us so happy to see.
We love doing this. It's a hell of a lot of fun. Even though there's some movies that you and I both either don't like or one of us doesn't like, it's still a hell of a lot of fun. Even just to roast the characters.
Yeah. It's still really fun. I mean, like, we both didn't like Don't Breathe, but God, we had so much to say.
Yeah, we did. Granddad went fucking ham, dude, okay?
Yeah, honestly, I think we started off this month with such a great movie, and we ended this month with a great movie.
Yeah. We just got, for me personally, we just got a little bit of rough fillings for the sandwich, but it's okay.
It's fine.
It's okay.
But it's because you
fine.
Found out that you don't like the genre, and it's okay.
Yeah. I feel like I will like it if it's made in a certain way, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, home invasion movies are very different. Like, again, for instance, this one.
Yeah. What was I gonna fucking say? I feel like home invasion is definitely very 50-50 when it comes to the horror community. Because I know there's plenty of people that do like it, like you, and there's people like me who don't care for it. I feel like it's real 50-50, honestly.
Oh, it is real. No, like, I understand that it's 50-50 because also it's 50-50 for me too, because sometimes it can be very, very boring and I will turn it off because I do not give a shit.
Yeah. And I've said it before, the worst thing a movie can be is boring.
Exactly. And there are some home invasion movies that I really love. Like, I really like The Strangers. That one's good.
Yeah, and we had this conversation earlier. I don't know if we caught it on the podcast or if we were just talking in general. I was like, technically speaking, we started on a home invasion too. It's just that the planet as a whole is the home.
Yeah.
With not Don't Breathe.
With A Quiet Place.
Yeah, this month really kind of mashed up together a little bit in my brain, just a tiny bit. It's fine.
It's a little bit, but the thing is, it's like that's another thing. Before we started recording, I was like, you know what I fucking hate? That a lot of these movies that have disabled characters are home invasion movies.
Yeah.
And they make them to be like they can't handle themselves.
Yeah. So maybe let's grow on that little aspect, okay? If we're gonna have disabled main characters, maybe don't just stick to the fucking home invasion thing.
Yeah, exactly. Like, fucking A Quiet Place proves it, where it doesn't have to be a general home invasion.
No. It's an alien invasion.
It's an alien invasion. It's an invasion, but
it's not home.
No,
well,
kind of.
Theoretically, it's home.
You get it. You get it, though. You get it.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, it's like I would love to see these characters in different situations other than a home invasion.
Yeah.
Which, like, I get the fact that it's like they're disabled and they're in their home where they feel safe, except for Sophie. Sophie was cat sitting.
Yeah.
Like we are now.
Yeah.
I remember we went outside and yesterday, after we saw this movie for the first time, we went outside because it was too hot in here and we were like, let's get some fresh air.
Let's just cool off.
And we did that, and the wind caught the door and I almost fell. That's why I grabbed it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh my god. And then the neighbor's light,
and then the neighbor's light
kept flickering on and off.
Kept flickering, and I immediately went, don't do that. We just saw this movie, and I do not want this to happen in real life.
Even though we're perfectly fine.
Oh yeah, no, we are completely fine.
Yeah, we're okay.
But also I remember when we came back in, I was like, man, I might be blind, I might be short, and I might not have a gun, but I have a knife and I'm not afraid to use it if shit happens.
Gives you my flip-flop. Here you go. You can aim better than I can.
No, but you were like, you know what? It's better if you aim with your shoe because your shoe's heavier. Yeah. And I was like, you know what? You're right.
I was like, you don't have a chocolate, but your tennis shoes are heavier.
Exactly. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this month. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this fucking ramble that
it was technically home invasion month as well. Like, let's not do home invasion for a little bit, please, if we ever plan on doing that.
No, I don't have home invasion planned.
Fucking thank God.
But I hope you guys enjoyed this month. I hope you guys enjoyed this long ass fucking talk that we just did.
Welcome to our Tech Talk.
TED Talk.
Thank you for being here.
Fun fact about TED Talk. My my high school English teacher, her name is Candy Moore, and she used to be on an I Love Lucy show. She played one of her daughters.
Oh, really?
She also had a short music career.
Yeah, I think I remember you telling me this. Never mind. Yeah.
Yeah, she also had like a short music career.
Aww.
But speaking of TED Talk, she was like, hey, if you want to go on TED Talk and talk about your disability and have a little awareness thing, I think you would be great, because she was also my speech teacher in the morning for first period. And she said that she wanted us to write motivational speeches. And obviously, I wrote a motivational speech about being disabled, and about being visually impaired. And she was so moved that she told me to come back during her other classes so I could do my speech in front of them too.
Aww. Hope she's doing well.
I hope she's doing well too, man.
I hope both sides of your pillow are nice and cool.
Yeah, all my English teachers have also told me, like, you should write a book about your life, or like about your disability. And I'm always like, I kind of want to, but also I'm just like, there's already a ton of stuff out there. I'm just like another voice in the void, honestly.
Yeah, but it'd be nice to have.
It would be nice to have. I like that all my teachers, well, English teachers, have, for the most part, been very helpful and very encouraging.
If you do decide to do that book, I will edit it for you. Past, present tense. Tell me what you want.
I know.
I got you, bitch.
But yeah, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed this month. This was very near and dear to my heart. It was very fun.
Yeah,
clearly, since it's
I enjoyed recording this episode. I like the talk a lot.
I do like the talk. I wish we need more episodes where we just talk.
Yeah.
But we are gonna do that. Not this month. Not this coming month, but probably the other month.
The next month? Okay.
Because we're gonna do like a video game month too.
Yeah. That's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be very, very fun.
You get to gush about Resident Evil a little bit.
I do.
I know you're excited about it.
I'm very, very, very excited about that. But it's great. It's fun. It's good. But I think I've said everything I want to say.
I think I have too.
Yeah. But I mean, if you guys want us to talk more about this, we will gladly do it.
Yeah. Or if we just, how about this? If you guys think of like any kind of horror topic that you want us to talk about, in depth the way we have the past hour, we could probably do Patreon exclusive stuff like that.
Yeah, we definitely can.
I think that'd be cool. I think it would not only be cool to just have like bonus movies over there. I think it'd be cool just to have like conversation like this.
No, when I say episodes, I just mean anything in general that we can do for the Patreon.
Yeah, just in general. I think the conversation would be a lot of fun because this was fun. I like having these kinds of conversations with you in general, and not only that, but also have it be put out there for other people to listen to.
Yeah,
which I think is really neat. The internet's cool. Like we live in a cool time with all the tech and shit.
Oh, we definitely do, and I love it. I'm done.
Yeah. Well, little spooks, that's going to be it for us today.
So join us next week as we start a new month, and next month is going to be Slasher Month.
Yes, it is.
And I am very excited for this because, well, we'll tell you this now. We are going to watch A Nightmare on Elm Street, April Fool's Day. We're going to watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And we're also going to watch Scream.
Which I've never seen.
Finally.
I haven't seen any of those.
No. We are finally going to watch Scream this coming month, which is going to be next month. Towards the end.
Yeah, it's going to be the last episode of the month.
But for the next 6 months, you are going to get a Scream movie at the end of every month. Because originally we were planning on doing a Scream month, but I figured, yeah, that's why I figured that would be too much for Lexi to handle. So I thought we could space it out
to one a month.
Every month. Yeah, to one a month.
So even though we got video game month, we're still gonna get a Scream movie. There. I think it'll be Scream 2, right?
I think it's Scream 3.
Is it Scream 3? No, because video game month is May, right? Or is it June?
I have to look at my schedule.
It's either 2 or 3.
But, yeah. We will be doing that because...
Don't spoil me for Scream. She will kick your ass.
Oh, yeah, I fucking will, because this is the first time I ever met someone who hasn't seen the franchise at all. She knows nothing, and I would love to get her opinion on stuff. I know for a fact.
I know Matthew Lillard is in it.
Yeah. That's all she knows, man.
Matthew Lillard.
Do you know how giddy that makes me? It makes me so fucking happy. But again, I can't guarantee that you will like the franchise.
Okay.
But I just can guarantee that you will have fun, because not only is it just gonna be us for that whole thing, for watching Scream, Loki is gonna be on there.
Yeah, Loki.
Loki is gonna join us.
I did not mean to make that a joke. I low-key forgot that Loki was gonna be on there.
So every time you are gonna listen to our Scream episodes, we're not really gonna introduce Loki because
he's just gonna be there.
He's just gonna be there. Just already automatically know that he is gonna be there with us.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he's excited about that too.
and it was so funny because immediately I put out the schedule and he saw that there was Scream and he was like, "Can I be in it?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Lexi's never seen it, so yeah.
Yeah, you can. But yeah, if you want to prepare yourself for next week, we are watching April Fool's Day. And what do you know? It lands on April Fool's Day.
Tis us for the fools.
But if you want to watch April Fool's Day, you can prepare yourself by watching it on Amazon Prime. And it is $2.99 to rent.
Who knows, though? Maybe it'll be on sale.
Who knows? We don't know.
We never know.
Yes. Also, it is not the 2008 version of April Fool's Day.
It's 1986?
Yes, it is the 1986, the original that we are watching. So, prepare yourself for that.
Yeah. And don't forget to rate us and tap that bell icon on Spotify so you don't miss an episode. We're also on Google Podcasts and iTunes. If you rate us 5 stars over on Apple, we will read it here on the podcast if you leave a review. If you want to follow the Guarded by Demons socials, we're on Twitter at Guarded Demons. We're also on Anchor, YouTube, and Instagram at Guarded by Demons. We also have an email, guardeddemonpod@gmail.com, if you want to write in and suggest some topics, movies, or games we could play on the podcast, or tell us how we did, be nice or I'll cry. Also, maybe you guys could get Spencer for us to watch Julie and the Phantoms for the podcast sooner than we can plan, because I need to talk about it. Because fuck. You done dragged me down this hellhole, now you're never gonna hear the end of it for the next at least week.
I mean, do you think I give a shit? No. I love the show and I've been waiting for you to fucking watch it. And I would have preferred us watching it together because I like watching
I'm sorry, I didn't have anything else to watch. I'm sorry.
It's okay, I'm still making you watch the Selena series with me, so we're
fuck.
Gonna cry with that.
Great. Love me some true crime. Y'all, fuck.
Hell yeah.
Oh, fuck.
But, yeah. No, we are not doing Julie and the Phantoms anytime soon, sadly.
Talk about it, man.
We can talk about it off camera.
Maybe if we get big enough, we'll have all the actors that were the main four characters come on and we can talk to them, because I would love to fucking do that.
Do you know how much I would love to try and talk to Jeremy properly?
Right? Apparently, because he pointed you out at a fucking con in your fucking Marcelin cosplay.
Yeah.
Because he's the voice of Finn from Adventure Time.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I was randomly walking around the exhibition hall.
He got so excited.
I heard a very excited voice call out, "Hey, Marceline!" And I turned around. And he was like, "Yeah, you!" And he waved excitedly, and I waved back. And I felt so bad because it was one of those things where you have to pay to get like an autograph and shit.
Yeah.
At the time, I was broke. I had only had enough money to get a ticket to go with Adam and Diane. And yeah.
I love Jerry.
And
so
I wanted to go and say hi, at least, go talk to him, but I could not because security was like, you can't go past if you don't have
security, you suck.
If you don't have a pass, to go into the queue. But the thing is, it's like he didn't have a lot of people.
No.
He didn't have a lot of people in his line.
I feel like Jeremy would have just been like, yeah, let her in the line. Let's just let her in.
I know.
It's okay.
But it's
let her cosplay. Like,
it's all good.
It's fine.
And the thing is, it's like at the time I liked Adventure Time, but I was not like a huge fan. I didn't.
So you didn't know who he was?
I knew who he was, but I didn't really like.
You weren't as big of a fan of him back then as you are now.
Yes.
Do you know how much that hurts me for you?
Because it's like I knew who he was and I was very excited and I wanted to meet him, but it didn't happen because like security, obviously.
Security, you suck. Fuck.
But like years later, I did not think that I would see this man again in anything,
Especially in such a good show.
And then my sister was like, "Hey, have you seen Julie and the Phantoms?" And I was like, "No, I haven't." But people online, there are some blogs on Tumblr where I got into like weird ass
about cheesecake.
Yeah, about cheesecake, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Before you into Julie
and
Phantoms.
I was it was something about Madison that I think it was something about Madison. Something happened. I don't know what the fuck it was. But like those fans had asked me something. And I was like, "Hey, I'm not a part of this fandom. I don't know what you guys are talking about." And the person who was basically like running their own Julie and the Phantoms blog was like, "Hey guys, don't bother her. She's not in the fandom. It's okay." And then she privately messaged me and she DM'd me and she was like, "Do you want to watch Julie and the Phantoms? It's on Netflix. It's actually really, really good, and I think you'll like it." And
I feel like when you watched it and you saw Jeremy,
know.
You did the fucking Leo DiCaprio meme. You fucking whistle pointing at the screen. Wait.
So I watched it in the living room when everyone was like asleep. And right when I saw them when they were performing the first song in the first episode, I was like, "Wait a fucking minute. I know this dude's face." And I had to search him up, and immediately after I searched him up, I was like, "You have got to be fucking kidding me."
Oh my god.
I could not believe it. I was like, "I know this dude, oh my fucking god."
And when you know it, you and I are both Reggie girls. Fuck.
Yeah.
I I hate that for you, man. Ugh, fucking security. I would have strangled somebody.
I know, right?
No, the worst part is
Like
he pointed you out, and he clearly wanted to talk to you.
Exactly. Security.
Security!
Why the fuck you gotta be a bitch?
Can I DM Jeremy and be like, hey, my friend was at one Marceline who you pointed out and didn't get to say hi to you because the security was being an asshole and not letting you talk to her, or vice versa. I fucking hate it here.
It's been years. I don't think he's gonna fucking remember that. But I mean, who the fuck knows? I don't know.
I don't know, Kimberly, you're pretty cute. He probably remember you at least a little bit. What?
So yeah, anyway,
we got the one trophy white boy. It's okay. He's married. He's married.
He's married. But his wife, though.
His wife, though. God, I hope he never hears this now. Or if he does, I hope he gets a kick out of it.
I hope he does, because it's really funny. But, like, for real though, she's so pretty. For real though, they're both lucky to have each other.
And they're so cute together.
Oh, they are so cute together.
Oh,
I'm so happy that they're happy with each other.
Oh
so
my God.
cute as hell.
But we
But
gotta wrap this up, dude. We'll talk about Julian the Phantoms when we cut. I promise.
But yeah.
By the way, guys, we have a Patreon.
Yeah, we have a Patreon. Hi, we have a Patreon. Our tiers are Spook, Ghost, and Demon. They are $5, $10, and $15 tiers. It's not a lot. You don't have to support it if you don't want to, or if you can't. But sharing it will help us a lot, because the money that we get from our Patreon, we will love to do merch, because we have ideas for stickers. We have ideas for our logo.
Yeah.
As stickers, and we want to do merch a lot for you guys, because it's something that has been like we want to give back to you guys.
We do desperately,
because like this episode is gonna be so long.
We're on 3 hours right now.
Yeah, this episode is gonna be so long,
boy.
and we want to give stuff back to you guys as appreciation.
You deserve it.
Yeah, for listening to
our nerdy asses. Like,
pretty much.
We just goofed over Jeremy's shot for like 2 minutes, 5 minutes even.
But yeah, all the tiers get you a link to our Discord, and in our Discord, I have everything organized by like category and stuff like that, and we have each tier color coded, so we know what tier you got.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, our little spook, but you guys only have the link for our Discord. Ghost and Demon, you have the perk of getting these episodes a day early, which is the episodes for the main feed.
Yep.
You get the Q&A every other month on the Discord. And for our demons, thank you. You get shout outs at the end of every episode. And you get exclusive episodes just for the Patreon, whether it's we cover movies or we cover topics that we talk about, or, you know, just a bonus episode where we catch up with you guys.
Oh, fuck.
But yeah. And once again, I am Kimberly, and if you want to follow me on my personal accounts, I am the Lesbian Spook on Twitter, where I retweet a lot of horror movie news, a lot of horror video game news, memes from music artists that I follow, and it's mostly Little Hurt and Julian. Mm-hmm. Sometimes Scene Queen, because she's very funny too.
I'm still really giggly.
I also retweet a lot of stuff about being disabled, and about being POC, and about being gay.
Let's go.
So if you want to follow me on there, you can definitely do that. I also update you guys on the personal and on our podcast Twitter accounts whether or not we will be able to make an episode, or just keep you up to date and try to be like more interactive with you guys, because we love interacting with a lot of the horror community as much as we can.
Yeah.
And if you want to follow me on Twitch, where I will lose my shit and scream obscenities at the fucking screen, because I scream when I panic and I cuss a lot when I panic.
Yeah, you do.
I do. She has seen me firsthand play the Resident Evil 4 demo. So if you want to see me freak the fuck out, go to my Twitch, where I will play the Resident Evil 4 remake when it comes out. And my Twitch is Spooky Scary Lesbian. And you can follow me on there. I have amazingly just passed like 100 subscribers.
You did!
100 followers on there.
I'm so
just
proud
like,
of you.
Thanks guys. A lot of people like watching me play. But yeah, if you want to follow me on my Twitter though, that is the Lesbian Spook. And I am also on Tumblr, where I sometimes write fan fiction. Sometimes. Not anymore as much as I used to.
We'll get you in the laptop. It's okay.
But that's also the same as my Twitch, which is again Spooky Scary Lesbian. And if you go on Twitch, again, if this episode does not, emphasize this enough, I am partially blind, visually impaired. So if I miss anything during games, do not fucking get on my ass about it. I just didn't see it.
I'll be your back. I'll be God dog. It's fine. I got you, bitch. I will fight somebody.
No, I am serious about that. Don't get on my ass about it. If I missed something, I missed something. If I didn't, I didn't. Just be kind about it. And in my chat, I don't take kindly to people being aggressive. Saying that I missed something, because I'm patient. I am super gentle unless I can tell that you're being an asshole. Yeah. So yeah, don't do that. I've had a few people do that in my chat. And I have blocked them from my Twitch, because I'm just I'm not dealing with that. No. That's not nice. No. But if you are listening to this on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any of our content. If you would like to suggest any movie topic or anything that we can do on this podcast for you, write us into our email, or you could do it in the comments, because we both read the comments.
We do.
So yeah, you can do that if you want. And that's it for me.
Sweet. And I'm Lexi. If you want to follow me on Twitch, it's @SemiProEagle. I play a variety of games there. I'm replaying Stray currently. I do draw from time to time. I'm going to force myself to draw eventually, soon, so I can get out of this fucking artist block. I feel like I could probably make something Julian the Phantom's related. Probably not a person, because I can't draw people, but I will attempt something. But you can also follow me on Twitter. It's @SemiProEagle1, the number 1. Where I just lurk most of the time. I hardly ever tweet, honestly. I just lurk. And then I'm over on TikTok. I post some gaming clips sometimes, whether it be from my Twitch or just weird-ass glitches that happen while I'm just casually playing in my off time, that are really fucking weird. But, yeah, and that's...
It's really funny, though.
I'm glad you enjoy it. I'm glad I can make you laugh with some of those, because they're really fucking stupid.
I do enjoy it a lot.
They're really fucking stupid. But, yeah, and obviously currently my obsession is Julian the Phantoms, and I cannot shut up about it. It was fucking great, and I hate that I took this long to watch it. It's fine. Better late than never, I guess. But, yeah, and I think that's it for me.
Alright.
Alright, guys.
That's it for us. We fucking talked so much. Oh my god.
It's okay. It was fun.
But it's okay. We had a great talk. But, yeah.
Alright,
guys. Stay spooky.